La 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 la. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. So, hello, this is Zachary from Zachary 3D Prints, and we just switch over to a other live stream. I see that 4 people are already watching. Please let me know if you are watching or not. I don't see anything here on my dashboard, so please let me know. Or not, I don't see anything here on my dashboard, so please let me know. Oh, already 3 likes, so thumbs up. Okay, very nice. Hey, Dan. Hey, Dan. Welcome. If you want to join, just let me know. I will send you a link through the normal routes as usual. Mic, audio. Is my audio so better? Because it was pretty loud, I heard. So if it is now better, let me know. I sent you a link in the description on the direct message on Twitter, so let me know. We can have a wonderful time together. Just talk about 3D printing and other things. Michael Grugel, thank you for for the $10. I can say, you are out of your mind, but that is something that Joe would say. But oh man, thank you so much. If you want, I can also send you a link so you can knock on the door, on the backstage door, and I will let you in. So just let me know if you want to join, then I will send you the link. In the meantime, I'm going to put some adverts out on the World Wide Web. Feel free to join in a new stream. Something like that. So. How much Christmas songs are you singing, or you're not in the mood for singing? I can imagine that as well. You're at work? I thought, well, I'm going to send him a link so that he can join. How long are you driving then? I'm going to write that down. The Z3DP print mill. Z3DP. Let's add a very nice and awesome friend. Here is Dan.
Howdy,
hello, sir.
I don't know how well my computer is going to do this because I've been playing around with this thing called NiceHash, which lets you mine cryptocurrency while your system's running. So we'll see how well that does. It's all Vikings' fault.
Cryptocurrency.
Yeah, it's the big craze again. It's 3 years ago it blew up, and it blew up again. So I figured if it's going to keep doing that, I might as well jump in at some point. So I've just been playing around with it's called, like I said, it's called Nice Hash. You download it for free and run it, and it's been running on this thing for 2 days. And in 2 days, I think I've made. Let me check the easy way. I don't remember how much I've made so far, but it ain't much. I can tell you that much.
I like your haircut, then.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I got a cut days back. I was like, I just had to do something. I was just feeling kind of run down and wore out. And I'm like, I need to do something to help myself feel better. So I got haircut and shaved. And
do I see you correctly? Are you more to the right side of the wall?
I'm in the same spot. Yeah, I'm in the same spot. I haven't moved yet. I plan to move everything, but it's going to be this way, so the view will actually be that wall behind me. So this wall, you'll see pretty much all of that, because I'm planning tomorrow to clean off this desk that's sitting next to me here. I'm going to clean this off, move my computer onto here, and then so all this will move over here, and then I'll actually have this space that was built to do projects on. So I can actually, if I put the ender down here in front of me, if I put the enders down here in front of me, I'm more likely going to work on them. So,
but it looks like you are moved more to the middle section, because the camera angle which you had before all the time, where it was on the opposite corner, where we can see the printers behind you better.
Oh, well, click the little button to make it so that you can see us both our full screen. See? Gotcha.
I don't need glasses.
It's okay. It's late. It's late for you. It's what, like 2:00, something like that?
No. 17 past 12 a.m.
Okay. So it's just after midnight for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Amanda. Yeah. Stupid Americans coming along and messing things up. Sorry, you said dang Americans. Let me make sure I use the right term. I don't want to offend people.
Nah.
I've
dang Dutch.
Yeah. Apparently, I've made 57 cents. So in 2 days of mining, I've made 57 cents in Bitcoin, which actually is a lot considering how much Bitcoin is selling for right now.
How big is the rig?
How big is the rig?
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
It's just a computer.
It's just the computer I'm using that I use to stream on. I just have Nice Hash running in the background on it. And for the last 2 days, I haven't actually gone anywhere or done anything in here. I've been to work and home, and then back to work and home. So the computer's sat out here for 2 days now and done nothing. So I say 2 days, but it's actually been a day. So I apologize. It's like it's been a day. So in a day, I've made 57 cents worth of Bitcoin.
Nice.
Yeah.
I had an old Dell desktop computer. It wasn't the fastest, but I ran it for a few days, and I also was mining Bitcoins with it then. Didn't make much, but it's the idea.
Exactly. That's why, like I said, for the most part, I'm just playing around. I mean, thanks to Vikings sending me some Bitcoin just before the boom hit, I goofed around with it and I lost a little bit, but my wife now sees some value in it. So I took the little bit of money that I would have done something dumb with this last paycheck, and I bought some crypto with it. I bought some Bitcoin and another coin, and the one coin is kind of holding solid, and the Bitcoin has gone up a little bit because currently I've got I was at like $50, and I think it's like $60 now. So I've got about $10 difference now in Bitcoin. So.
I've had this story about Bitcoin in 2013, 2014. I was also getting into the Bitcoin. I was then at 400 to 500 euros back then. And it was very interesting. It was very yeah, very stable as well. So I got into there, and people said, "Oh, don't do that. That's stupid, and you don't know what you get
Yep.
into, and it's very going up and down, and you can lose your money."
So they're right. You can, but
Yeah, but if
it's
you
like
don't do
everything.
anything with it and
Hmm.
just keep it as this, yeah, you lose money, but it
Hmm.
will grow back. I mean, you don't lose more money than you already spent on it. So
Yeah. Well, and the good way to look at it is the same way you look at Kickstarter projects. Don't back a Kickstarter project you're not willing to burn the money.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like if you're willing to burn that money or give that money away, it's the same thing with cryptocurrency. Don't buy cryptocurrency if you weren't planning on doing something like that anyway. I mean, that's why, like I said, I mean, I told my wife and she agreed. So every paycheck, I'm going to put $25 into Bitcoin. So every paycheck, I'm going to go buy $25 in Bitcoin. I'm just going to keep doing that. And I may even set it up so that on the 1st and the 15th of every month, I just buy it. And I don't know that I'm necessarily going to buy Bitcoin every time. I may buy some Ethereum one time. I might buy Bitcoin the next, because Ethereum's another coin that's been, doing pretty good too. I mean, um, Ethereum currently, I've got $16 in Ethereum. So
nice.
the only problem is some of the coins I have or I've gotten for free, they back end off of Ethereum. So Ethereum is the coin that you spend when you try to sell that coin. You sell that coin, and the transaction fees come out of your Ethereum, not from that coin. So you can lose yourself on that. Like right now, just to give you an example, I'll go in here. I'm not going to actually make a trade, but I just want to see if the fees have changed a little bit since earlier today. For instance, there's this one called Maker. It's
Mhm.
Maker Coin is what it is. Um, so let's just see if I were to transfer my Maker Coin or convert my Maker Coin over to, and this sounds stupid, but let's just see if I were to convert that to Ethereum, because I want more Ethereum. Let's just see what would happen if I convert it all. Let's see where this goes.
Yeah.
One
Hey,
of one of two things will happen. They'll tell me I don't have
Michael.
enough.
Hey,
Go ahead.
Michael. We are going to see you very soon then, and yeah, thanks for listening on the way back home.
Yes. Uh,
Um, yeah, and indeed, I fully agree with you because there are a lot of different kind of cryptocurrency which are very stable, and
yeah.
investing in it isn't that bad.
No. And here's the pain part right now. Okay. And I don't know if I can get this because it's all done through the mobile app. So I don't know how well this will show up on the screen, but I'll try. We'll see if you can show up and you can see it. It's not like I'm really worried because there's nothing on here that I'd be worried about. If you got my wallets, all you can do is send me money. You can't request money or take money out of that wallet. It's just a receive kind of wallet. So
Mm,
it's not like if anybody ever got my crypto wallets, I'd be worried, but there's no wallet showing. It's just showing the coin differences. So currently I've got $7.91 in this Maker coin. Okay. In the make
nice.
and it's showing that it would convert to, estimated that's how much Ethereum I would get, 0.012. Okay. Now, if you look down here at the fees, this is the problem. The miner fee, they're going to take $3.83 in Ethereum, and they're going to
Yeah.
charge me another 4 cents in Maker Coin. So I'm going to lose 4 cents in Maker Coin, plus I'm going to lose $3.83 in Ethereum, but I'm going to gain back, I'll be gaining back, whatever it was, the point zero, the 0.0121359.3. So I'll still be getting more Ethereum, but I'll be spending Ethereum to get it back. You know what I mean? So ultimately, it's a washing of the hands for $3.83 of what I'll get back. It'll be a washing of the hands. So like if I do, and I'm actually going to do that with this one because I've been wanting to offload this coin anyway. It hasn't been a good money maker anyway, you know. So
Yeah.
that being said, $7.91 of that is now gone. It's being converted over to Ethereum. Now I have to wait for the transaction to take place. Takes a while for it to process through, but then it'll come in and I'll have some more Ethereum. I'll lose some to
Nice.
gain some, you know?
Yeah. As long as there is progress in it, going forward instead of
Yeah.
backwards, it's always good.
Yeah, exactly. So like right now I have 2 transactions that are pending. And now they're all confirmed, it says, which makes no sense, but that's okay.
I'm getting something to drink because it's getting dry here. Just a second.
Yeah, not a problem. So what's up, internet? How's everybody tonight? What's everybody got going on? The few people that are currently watching. So nobody wants to chat, man. Everybody's so
Sorry?
it said nobody's here to chat. It's so quiet. More people need to come show up, you know?
Amanda, if you want to, I can send you a link so that you can join as well.
Yeah, let me do this real quick. Since you changed streams too, I guess people don't know about that. So let's copy and I'll tweet it out.
Hey, yeah, Lama, restart. Non-fam, hello. How you doing, sir? See, people will join. I announced in the other stream that I was going to hop over to Streamyards.
Yeah, sometimes people don't pay attention. It takes them a little while, but here we go. I tweeted out too, so we'll see what happens. And well, this gives us a chance to see how long it's going to take these transactions to actually like process through. Because
yeah,
actually, it's funny. It says my mining fee is actually only 91 cents. So I don't understand how some of those numbers work out. Like I really don't, but that's okay. Oh, there's the other one. So yeah, it's just a matter of waiting for the blockchain to update and then it to process that so that it shows up. Right.
Into the next block.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. So now I'm up to, I got rid of what I say it was $7 and some change, right? And now I'm up to $19.87 in Ethereum. I was at $16 in Ethereum. So for the $7 in the maker coin that I just got rid of, I gained $3 in Ethereum. So I lost $4 in that transaction, but that's because it's an altcoin that isn't worth as much. You know, you kind of will lose yourself in it like that. So, but yeah, so that's kind of just playing around like that, you know. Kind of curious here. To stream or not to stream? And then I told everybody that I was gonna like hang out with yours, and then you started a new one. So, and then I just tweeted out again. So hopefully people will be paying attention to my Twitter and not going to the old stream because it's over. You know.
Lama, I did send you a link, so Lama's going to join. Hey, non-fam, if you want, you can also join. Then we see your face with your name.
Yeah.
Did he ever join this live stream?
Non-fam's joined streams, but non-fam's never put his face out there. Yeah. Non-fam came on and just had the camera muted and just had the mic up. Yeah, that's how he is.
Oh, by the way, I had some contact with Slice Engineering, and they are going to send me a hot end.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tired of snow, Mama?
Hello, Lama. How you doing, sir?
Very tired of snow.
I love me some snow.
I love to watch snow.
I'm gonna have to unfriend you for that comment.
Oh, I'm heartbroken, Llama. I'm heartbroken. I'm gonna lose the llama.
You know, I'd actually rather have had like 2 feet of fluff than the frickin' slussy, heavy shit we got. Pardon my French.
Oh yeah. You and your bad English. Blaming it on the French.
Sentence and tenses.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. And it's not even, it's just heavy.
Oh yeah, I can
And then
imagine.
it iced over, and the wind kept blowing. So you'd shovel it out, and the wind would blow it right back into where you just shoveled. It iced up overnight. So I shoveled it all out again today. I mean, you just kind of cleaned it up. Plus all the crap that, the state throws in the driveway when they go by.
Yeah, when they go by and they don't turn the plow straight as they go past the driveway,
Yeah.
they leave an angle. Yeah,
Well, they actually do. When they see that mine's done, they do. But you still get splatter.
not here. They don't, man. They leave the plow, and I've asked the city. I'm like, look, why doesn't your guy slow down a little bit? And as he's going past driveways, turn out and then turn back in right after he passes the driveway. Oh
Yeah.
no, it takes too much work, and he has to slow. He has to keep the speed up.
They
I'm
slow
like,
right down when they see a driveway that's been done here.
mhm.
Like when they go to, they don't when they're just plowing, but when they come back and do the back scraping, you know what I mean, where they like get the sidewalks and they drive a little slower and get the edge nice and clean.
Yeah,
They will actually back angle it onto the street to avoid dumping it in your driveway. And they're especially careful because the kid that drives this section here,
yeah.
I went to school with his father. So a couple of times I've been out there and he'll drive by, and if he sees me out there shoveling, he won't like stop, but he'll like scoop into my driveway a little bit and make it a little easier for me. Take some of it off my skirt.
Yeah.
We got the dirt driveway, but you got that 10-foot skirt that the state puts on it so you don't erode the highway.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. So he'll scoop, he'll drive in and scoop that out for me and, take 3 or 4 feet of it off.
Yeah.
But you always get that slushy crap. They can't help it, to an extent. But of course, they salt the crap out of it. But the salt eventually melts away, and then it just turns to icy chunks that sticks to your skirt.
Yep.
So I was out there. I didn't even have a snow shovel. I had a really, really flat shovel, and I was going clink, 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 shovel, clink, 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 shovel, just to get the icy crap off.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
And then I did the whole damn driveway in sand by hand with a wheelbarrow and a shovel. The whole thing, all the way down to my neighbor's house, too.
Yeah, I like mentioned, Lama. I don't have this big driveway. It's 5 by 5
Yeah, screw
meters.
you.
It's if I would ever take in my mind to buy a Cybertruck and put it in there, I would have a problem. It doesn't fit. It's going to stick out on the street.
The only time my driveway really bothers me, it's their driveway. We got to patch it and fill potholes all the time and mud and blah, 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 blah. Snow is the only thing that bothers me.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. But at the other place where we lived, we had a big driveway. It's I think something like 12 meters times 6 or something like that.
12 meters. Dude, mine's freaking, it's a half mile long.
I don't know. But
the good thing is my neighbor got given, he was doing he used to actually work with me. He's a carpenter.
Mm-hmm.
He got given a snowblower. He went in he was working for this older guy that, was doing some remodeling in the house. And the guy says, "Hey, I got these couple of things I want to hung and some shelves in my garage. You mind doing that too? Charge me whatever the hourly rate." He's like, "Sure, I'll do it on a Saturday." So we went there on a Saturday and was hanging the shelves, and there was a freaking brand new snowblower in there. And the guy's like, "Oh, that's really nice. You got he's going, "Oh, you got a snowblower and everything." The guy's like, "Yeah, it's never been used. It's brand new." And he's like, "Well, how old is it?" He goes, "It's like 12 years old. I've never used it. It's never, ever been used." And we were like, and my neighbor's like, "What do you mean?" He goes, literally the day I bought it, he ended up with some, I don't know, he told me some medical issue where he couldn't use it, and he hired someone to plow his driveway. And the thing's been sitting in the garage. The guy's like, "Wow, what are you going to do with it?" He says, "I don't know. You want it?" Kid's like, "Yeah." It's my neighbor's daughter's boyfriend, basically, but he lives there with him. Anyway, he's like, "Yeah, how much you want for it?" He goes, "How long you think you're going to be here today?" He's like, "Only a couple, 3 hours." He goes, "Done deal. I'm going to go start it and make sure it still runs where it hasn't, I guess the guy did the fuel crap to it, where you put that blue junk in the tank to keep the carburetor in the tank from So it was all fine. He drained it all out, put gas in it, literally primed it, and the very first start, it fired right up. And the guy's like,
Nice.
don't charge me for today, and it's yours. They loaded up, threw it in his truck, and he brought it home. Thing's like freaking 10, 12 years old, and it's literally like brand new. It's
Cool.
never, I mean, he's run it, but he's never actually blown snow with it until it hit the driveway. It's small, but took him like, I think he went out there for about 2 hours 3 different times during this, storm just to do one full pass up and down the driveway. Because it's only like a 18-inch wide one. It's a little one. But who gives a crap? It worked. He actually, as he got down toward the end of the driveway, he started just doing the 2 tread sides and screwing the middle. He's like, that's just more work. None of us drive there. We don't need it. Everyone here has, some kind of SUV or 4-wheel drive. So
You got your van.
my van hasn't moved in probably a month.
Oh man, you got to drive that thing.
No. I need to get rid of that thing.
I'm starting to want a van because I'm starting to want to do one of those like the conversions, convert it over to like a house on wheels.
Yeah.
That way when things get crazy around here, I can just hop in that thing and like drive away for a little bit.
God,
Yeah, we don't do politics here.
It's kind of why I don't read the comments when they talk about that stuff, llama.
I just saw it.
Old, well, there we go again with the name, curmudgeon.
Old curmudgeon, yeah. Just call him old man. It's the same thing.
Do you also want to join the live stream?
Yeah, a curmudgeon is just a mean old man. So the old curmudgeon, he just calls himself.
That's what a curmudgeon is. A curmudgeon's a mean old man. Groucho works. Yep.
Yeah.
Grumpy. A curmudgeon is a. Actually, I think it's a Midwestern thing. Didn't it come from?
I don't know. It might have. I don't remember where it exactly came from. I just know that it's like a mean or ornery old man.
Yeah.
So like
he's the dude.
Well, mean or yeah.
With a in a rocking chair with a shotgun going, get off my lawn.
Mike is right though. Mike says he's not an old man. He's not. I've seen him on stream. I've seen his face. I know he ain't old. He just likes to play one on TV.
Yeah.
He's not an old man. He just plays one on TV. Yep.
It'll be fitting in another 20 years.
Yeah, just a little bit of time yet, and he'll be an old curmudgeon for sure.
There's another one on YouTube already.
You got to do videos to lock the name, don't you?
Yeah, you just got to have you just got to get the content up so you can get to that point. That's why whenever one of us is under the 100 followers, I try to push to have people subscribe to get them over 100.
Yeah, then you can brand your channel.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it was to lock the name? I don't even remember. It's been so long ago.
Yep. Nope. 100 gets you your name. So.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Twitter stock is at $55 a share.
Yeah. What's Pfizer's at?
Oh, I don't know. They're probably through the roof right now.
Yeah. That would have been good to buy like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Twitter stock. I think it will fly around.
Yeah, they're going to be hurting though when the other one comes out though, because that Pfizer stuff ain't as good.
Wow.
I don't know if you heard the base of the new, what is it, Marin or whatever that's building the other virus thing. Theirs won't have to be refrigerated. It can be stored at room temperature, which will make the Pfizer one kind of obsolete.
Yeah, but I heard that America also have a second or a third vaccine be approved, something like that.
There's a second one being approved next week, hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is it?
According to this, Pfizer is currently down, but it's only down 0.3. It's only down 0.35, so 0.35, like 35 cents. But it's currently 37.68. So if you want to buy some Pfizer, it's only going to cost you less than $40 a share.
Yeah. Problem is, you shouldn't buy it when it's high. You buy it when it's low. Then, when it gets high, like it is now, you sell it. And then
Buy
you
low,
make
sell high, man. That's the way.
Premium.
Buy low, sell high.
Dude, my grandmother invested in Ma Bell
Yep.
back in the day.
Which one?
Ma Bell Telephone, before they split it up. That was the original telephone company nationwide here, and then they got split up because of the whole monopoly thing, and it became AT&T, Southern Bell, blah blah. But my grandmother bought it when they first came out with Bell Telephone, and she bought like $100, which you're talking 100 years ago. $100 is like 10 grand now, but still, she lived on that. When her and my grandfather retired, they lived on their dividends from the Bell Telephone, which became AT&T. They transferred it to AT&T when they split them up. She lived on it. She got like $2 grand a month. Never used her Medicaid or Medicare or any of that crap. She completely lived on the and she never took money out. She just lived on the returns every month.
Oh my god! But this kind of things are the success stories. You're starting somewhere and then don't do anything with it, and then eventually look to the people who bought Tesla stock when it was at $8 or $9.
Yep.
And people are saying, it's not going to work anyway, so
I mean,
bother buying it.
15, 20 years ago now. 15 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
But, even that $2 grand, she'd never be able to live on today. But back then she could. She was hurting a little bit at the end. My grandfather passed, and she ended up selling the house, and she moved to a retirement complex where they like semi help you. They don't actually take care of you.
They say they do, but they don't.
Exactly.
Well, no, they do. It's not like a rest home where they hand, they're on top of you and changing your diaper. This is you have an apartment in a building, and you can like ring a bell and get help, and you can set it up. Like she had a guy come in twice a week that would clean her apartment for her, and it was assisted living. It was, you kind of choose what services you want depending on your capabilities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which sounded good, but I guess the place was actually kind of a hole. Looked nice when she first moved in. I went there a bunch of times. My mother kept complaining about, oh, it's miserable, it's terrible, they don't do anything. It's like, I don't know, Grandma seems happy.
Yeah. Grandma seems happy. What are you complaining about?
Yeah, my they did kind of screw up a few things. Kept trying to charge her extras for stupid crap that was supposed to be included, and changing the contract every couple of years.
That's how it works, my man. That's how they get you.
Yeah, but when you sell your house and you're screwed at that point, they got you trapped. They're not supposed to be able to do that.
No, they're not. But they're going to keep doing it. It's just the headache it is. I mean,
well, when it was a private, corporation. It wasn't even a corporation. It was a couple of brothers that built the building. But I don't know. I think there was like 50 or 60 apartments in this building, right down the street, actually.
Yeah.
And of course, they sold it to some, nursing home corporate, which, the board's more worried about them making money than actually giving you a service.
Yeah.
Where the two guys, when they originally built it, they were both wealthy. They did it because, they put their parents in it, and it wasn't about making money. It was about
you're designing a product that
service.
Shouldn't you be
Shut
using
up.
technologies that are
Stupid phone. I don't want to get Zachary in trouble. Have him get kicked off the internet there. I don't know why my phone kept going. I hit the button repeatedly to stop it, and it kept
And the
going.
quality wasn't good enough.
No, it's not. It's not that bad, Dan. I didn't hear anything.
Good. That's
I
awesome.
was yakking over it anyway, so.
Were you really? I couldn't tell, Llama.
Anyway, your turn now, Dan. You can yak
Oh,
on 15.
I got nothing. I got nothing to talk about, man. I just been playing around with Bitcoin
What?
and cryptocurrency, and nobody really cares about crypto. Dude, I'm not back on my Adderall. Like I was able to get to the doctor the other day and see her for my heart. She got me back on my Adderall, so my mind doesn't run a mile a minute like it used to. So my mouth is not as wide open as it used to be. So I'll probably be less entertaining for people now when the streams start kicking back up here. Hopefully over the weekend I'll get one or two in, and I'll actually be able to stream for a little bit.
We
Yeah.
need that on Dan.
Yeah, I'm not fun, Dan. Look at Zachary's getting his launch pad and his SN9 ready. You know what they call it? The SN, right?
Yeah, SN
It'll be
8.
Is it 8? I thought 8 was the one that blew up and 9 is the
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
That, oh,
Yeah,
you're
but
making 8. I get it. You're actually
It is the SN8 tribute video.
yes. That's what I was gonna say. Never mind. I get it now. You're making the SN8 tribute before it went boom. And again, to everybody who gives Tesla crap for that, everybody giving Tesla crap for that thing blowing up, they don't realize how much of an accomplishment that really was.
Yeah.
They achieved, I think, as they stated several times, between the 95
yeah.
and 80, 98% of all tests done.
Yeah.
Yep.
The only thing that happened was that there wasn't enough pressure.
Well, and that was what they were saying is when it tipped on its side, the one engine, I guess the lines froze up or something. So the one engine couldn't get fuel to light when it flipped back up. There was no fuel there to light the third engine. I guess it had tried. I don't follow it as much as you do, Zachary.
There was too less pressure in the header tank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because they've got that's
and
what they've
also
got.
the green smoke or the green
good fire
flames
was
also caused because of the engine was burning up.
Yeah.
But they were literally expecting like 30 to 40% failure rate on this whole test, and they got like 90% correct.
Elon stated before the test that one of the 3 chances that it could blow up.
Yeah.
So
they were expecting to. They had better.
It is a prototype. It can't go wrong.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
they did not expect it to glide as well as it did. They figured it would be more like a space.
Mary got a lot of credits for her recording, but today I was also watching footage from Starship Boca Chica, Maria. She was also doing several reports, and they also did some amazing job in 4K. Oh my gosh. You see how it glides.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Yeah,
if you in reality, if you watch it, the thing's dropping like a freaking brick, but it still looks like it's gliding. It does kind of glide. It's dropping.
Yeah, it's something where you need a very heavy crane to lift it onto the pad, but it glides through the sky as a brick.
Oh, exactly.
Nicely said.
They've been replaying a lot. It's like from, I don't know, almost 10 years ago, I think. But because of that, they've been replaying the rocket launch viewed from the space station. There was a Russian rocket that launched a satellite while the space station was going over. So you see it, and it was at night. So, the space station's going over and they're filming it. And you see the rocket coming up off the ground through the atmosphere and all of that crap.
Yep.
You see the discharge of the second stage and all that, and the wild explosion it causes to dislodge the second stage and all that. That is pretty freaking cool. I'd never seen that before. I mean, again, it was like 10 years old, but I'd never seen it.
But being at such kind of events, such kind of rocket launch, I think that's something that also I want to do one time. But
Yeah.
I'm living in the Netherlands. Where is the rocket launch here?
The week.
Huh?
Freaking, they're blasting off rockets like 2-3 times a week now.
Yeah.
Once today or yesterday. Today. And they canceled it yesterday, so it had to have been today if it went up.
But if you are seeing how quick it goes from launch till that the first stage is going to get down on the drone ship, it's within 10 minutes. In 5 minutes, that thing is in orbit.
For separation, something like that.
My gosh!
Yeah, it's like,
And
you don't realize it separates. It's already like a million miles up.
it is going so quickly. Also, if you see how many Starlink satellites are already in orbit, it's
What
crazy.
I was watching today was a Starlink.
Yeah. I don't know what they are doing, but what they are doing is done very fast. And at first, the boosters were just for 5 times reuse, but now some are already on the 7th time, and still going.
Yep.
So it's amazing.
It is cool.
The thing is
cool.
The thing is like the whole, like, imagine you're riding on that thing as a paying customer. Okay, you're paying to fly from like one area to another, so you're going to pop up, go across, and come back down. Could you imagine the whole, like, here you go, you take off and you're sitting staring up. You take off, you float, you hover for a while, you come over, and then as you come back in, right at the end, it just kicks up. So you're sitting there, and then all of a sudden you're like,
yeah, but I
know that's not really the point of it, because
a lot of people said that wasn't going to be possible.
Mhm.
And yeah, we saw it happen last week.
Yeah, I mean, we watched that rocket just flip back up right before land.
And now, and these engines were just the normal Raptor engines, and not the sea level engines as well.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Super Booster with 27 of those Raptor engines?
It's gonna be awesome. It really is. I mean, because they're talking about, like, this is something that they're planning on when all is said and done. It's going to be on the top of the rocket, and they're going to launch this thing out into space, and then the returns are going to be similar to this, right? This is something they're hoping to be able to actually send out to space and then bring back land and then reuse, right? That's the whole point of this.
Yeah.
The whole point of testing this SN8 and SN9 rocket is because they want to put this on top of their BFG or their BFR, right? They want to put this on top of a BFR and then launch this thing out. Is that my understanding?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but they're going to use the BFR, right? Isn't the BFR their biggest one? Hence the BFR.
No, this is the Super Booster, and the Super Booster is going to be equipped with 27 Raptor engines.
Okay, so this one is basically, it's just going to be more or less kind of like an assist type thing. They're going to use like that little engine. Is kind of like,
this one's supposed to be the return unit from Mars.
The SN, the SN8, SN9 portion of it is supposed to be the portion that comes back, right?
Yeah.
It has a big rocket that launches it out of the atmosphere. The SN8 or SN9 is
this
the one.
Something larger will carry it up into the thing. It'll take off, shoot to Mars, land on Mars.
30 years later, it'll come back, and it's supposed to come through the atmosphere and land.
Yeah.
Because ultimately this thing's going to go to Mars. It's going to get to the Mars's surface. It's going to flip up and set itself down on the surface, do its thing. And then since Mars's gravitational pull is nothing compared to ours, if they decide to try a return home 30, it would be 30 years later, because what they're saying, it's like a 10, 15-year trip, right? It's
No,
supposed to be
7 months.
oh, it's 7 months from Mars? Okay.
Yeah.
I hear about
when the Earth and Mars are closest by, it's 7
Oh,
months.
okay.
That is
So,
also now how long the mission from the Curiosity. No, the one that they shoot in July. It's going to in what is it? February?
Is that your ticket? You getting ready to go, Zachary? Is that your ticket
Yeah.
to go?
Yeah, I've got a ticket here.
Yeah, see? Zachary's
I thought-
going.
Zachary's going. Yeah, with my original name, but
Okay. Hey, but so you're going to end up, so it's going to be roughly, you fly out, you're going to be there. It's 7 months when they're closest together. It's a 7-month trip.
Yeah.
So then the return would be one of those things where like you'd stay there till they came close together again, or would you stay on Mars until they were close together again, or would it just become one of those things you fly out, you stay there for like a day or two, and then you're back on the rocket and coming back? Like I don't.
They're pre-sending rockets even now that are gonna like autonomously build a place for them to live in. Crap. They're supposed to have like a whole city built before they even get there.
Yeah.
I mean the Mars space station.
Basically,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just going to be a space station on Mars.
Oh wow, he smokes.
The driver smokes, or oh no, that's your plate from the old man,
From Pet
Mr. Petzel. Yeah, Mr. Petzel. Yes,
But,
sir.
the
He does.
things that we are going to see in the coming years is going to be epic.
Yep.
And it is just the start.
Well, Elon needs to get on this, because I want this to happen before I bite the bullet.
Sorry?
Said Elon needs to get on this so that it happens before I bite the bullet. It's an expression for kick the bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before I pass on, go over the rainbow bridge, as my wife likes to say.
Sorry, Lama, I did mute you for a second because we have a lot of echoing around.
Yeah. That's all you gotta do is mute me for like a second or two and then put it back on. It usually goes away.
Mutiny?
Yeah.
What?
Mutiny.
Not mutiny. Echoing. Echo. But there are also some other things that I want to print that has to do with space and space travel. I have downloaded the ISS in STL files.
True spring steel. Not stainless steel, but true spring steel. This is some strong ass stuff.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait to see.
I gotta have a chat with him because I can't remember exactly what he said from what materials he was trying out.
Is that experimental?
Yep.
Very awesome.
That would
When I got my BQ or Big Tree Tech SSS steel sheet, when I received them in the mail, it was banded a little bit, so I thought, oh shoot.
shiitake mushrooms.
Huh? Yeah. Mushrooms.
Shiitake mushrooms. Yeah, shiitake mushrooms. They're delicious, I hear.
I looked in the package and I saw that it were those sheets and sheet because this was just only one, but it is flexible. Can I tell you? I have just in one of the corners just a little band, but other than that, it's very flexible.
What I've seen, it's not even so much that it's flexible, which is good, but the steel itself is a little too thin, so it's not actually getting a good magnetic pull. So it's easy to pull up if you have a material that will pull it up. I mean, it'll be fine for PLA, but you start getting into ABS or something like that has a little oomph, and you do a big piece on it, has enough strength, it can actually pull it up off the magnet because the steel's not strong enough.
Was that your chair or was that the plate?
The chair.
Oh. You also have a noise-making chair.
Yep, it's a noise-making chair, all right.
Yep.
I like the look of it. We'll see how it works.
Yeah.
I believe it should work fine. We were having a discussion. I actually have printed out a chair like that before when I was back in the day when I was experimenting with beds. Because it's basically Lexan glued onto the spring steel. It's a real thin sheet of Lexan.
Blue spring steel?
That's true spring steel. It's not
True
even stainless steel. That's real spring steel. Like they make shocks and stuff out of, not shocks, but springs.
Those blade springs.
That's why it's blue.
Wow.
It's not stainless steel colored. It's blue.
I'm blue.
Which I don't know how he got a hold of that, because Jesus, that had to have been $30 worth of spring steel right there. That stuff's wicked expensive.
I don't know. Just don't know, Llama. You have to ask him where his connections are.
They wanted to make house seals out of that stuff for a while. Everyone's like, yeah, great. But the foam cost us about, I don't know, $1 for 500 feet. And that cost us about $1 for an inch. So
Sorry, had a little cough.
everyone went away from the spring steel to the to be the sill seal. Now they're doing like a foam.
Are they now?
Spray on foam, not just. I mean, I don't know if you ever seen what they use for seal in houses, but it's like a weird styrofoam. Was that the launch pad you're playing with there?
Yeah. I was looking to the finish. This from the steel sheet. I was looking how the other side was looking like. Little lines visible.
Nice. It happens.
Yes, it's not too bad. That's
No.
the side that I'm going to use to glue it onto the pad. There's also this guy that does model rocket launches. It's an English guy, I believe. But oh my gosh, that is also look. He builds the same kind of rockets that SpaceX uses, but then a model scale.
Oh, nice.
Also with flight computer and launch system.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Model rockets. I think it's called BRF or so, something like that.
Do not know. Stop it, Dan. I can't help it, old curmudgeon. I have like little remnants of the Rona still wandering around. So, yeah. So sadly, still a little bit of the coffee cough thing going on there.
And any shipping notification of your Prusa Mini?
No, I haven't heard nothing from Loyal. Should go tell him we're streaming over here and see if he wants to come hang out. Maybe he'll have good news for us. Let me see if I can get my computer to cooperate here.
Oh, it's busy with Bitcoin mining.
Who, me? No, him?
No, your computer.
Oh, yeah. That's all right.
Hey, I think he was also busy with his horses. Because which kind of time is it there where he lives in Washington?
It's 4. It's 4. So that's what? That's 16. It's 16:04 right there over there now.
Oh, it's not too early. As the world turns, the time changes. Some people are sending me messages from out of the US, and they saying good morning, and I'm like, it's afternoon. I don't know, but it's okay. Good morning. So funny. How's tired, Snow Llama?
Oh, I've just been.
Obama's got too much snow on the brain. He's beat.
I
Okay,
can't imagine.
I just tagged the man. Let's see if he gets a chance to respond. What's up, Shane? What's going on, man? Nice to see you.
Shane,
get-
you also want to join the live stream?
Came by and freaking covered in snow again like an hour later.
Yeah, Shane, come join us. Don't be a
Yes,
whiny butt.
Shane here.
Should have him. Just start typing Shane if he doesn't come up. Start typing tech. Because he comes up as tech. It's Tech TV Rocks, which is funny to me that he's got Tech TV Rocks as his handle there. And Tech TV was back in the day, man. They had Tech TV.
Tech
I
TV.
I can remember something from that.
G4. There was Tech TV, then there were G4 Tech TV, then they went G4.
Yeah.
They
Then it
dropped.
became like a gaming thing, and
Yeah, it was all sorts of weird stuff. Zachary, I've done good so far, man. I've done good so far.
You have done good.
I'm watching myself, and I go to say something, and I'm like, stuff.
they're actually bringing Tech TV back on like a podcast right now. They actually already started.
Hey, don't talk about that around David Randolph. He probably doesn't want to hear about that.
Shane, can you send me a direct message on Twitter? Then I don't
Yeah.
have to type.
You got a lot of those guys.
No, I know. I was being a smarty pants. See, I'm watching my mouth there again. Look at that. See?
They call it something. I can't remember what it is. But
Or
it's
else I need to cut it out.
the old
Hey.
guy from Tech TV, the goofy little Photoshop dude. Because he did Photoshop whatever for a while too.
Dan's not signed in as Dan, though. Where am I not signed in as me? Because if I come in here and I type, hello, look, I am.
Photoshop Weekly.
See?
Was
I'm signed in as me.
Yeah.
Unless you're referring to anything else, I don't know. It's all
Then
Llama's
just
fault.
then.
Yeah, it's all Llama's fault. We blame Llama for everything.
okay.
See, Llama knows.
Mom, crap.
Get
I am.
$5 in free Bitcoin.
Yay.
We will blame Filament Frenzy tonight for no other reason than that's the first name that came to my
Because
head.
it's the other Tom.
There you go. That's good excuse right there.
Yeah. Because he's the other Tom. Well, let me send it to him. Hold on. I got you, Zachary. Let me go ahead and copy. Let me go ahead and go over here to the Twitterverse. Let me go and message the Shane. Let me find the Shane.
Can be messaged.
Not Twitter either.
I can be messaged.
Because
There
I
you
don't
go.
even know exactly
Shane
what
got
his
it.
handle is on
It's in your
Twitter.
Twitters.
Sorry?
I told Shane to go look in his Twitters.
Doing some
Huh?
dish. There.
No, I sent Fixum dude a message. Michael.
Yes, Mr. Michael.
It's the tub that you're using. That's dishwasher detergent.
Hello, Shane. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah. It's a basement Shane. It's
Yeah.
a Shane.
And we have Michael. Welcome.
Hey guys.
What's
Hey,
going
guys.
on? Good, sir. How you doing?
All right.
Shane's not.
Hold on.
You still working on that VT shit? Ugh.
I'm
At least
sorry.
I've gotten further along with it at least.
Is it actually moving now?
Yeah, I switched it over to an SKR board over from the ramps.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, and it's like night and day. Like I can't even stop the motors with my fingers anymore. And I was able to do it with the ramps.
Well, that's actually the drivers more than the board, isn't it?
Yeah, I also think that I did something to the board because these actually aren't supposed to fully support 24 volts. And after I did the 24 volts on it, it was just kind of like, yeah, that's
Oh, right. Ramps doesn't do 24 volts. No.
Yeah.
Where all the other boards in the world does either or.
Yeah, but the reason why I'm Tech TV on Twitter is like that was my email address because they did everything off of the email address way back in the day.
Yeah.
And my email address at the time was Tech TV Rocks because I got that on my birthday in like 2004, back when they were all beta.
Back when Tech TV actually rocked.
Yeah. Yeah, back when it was all in beta still.
Yeah, and all the shows were still awesome, like the screensavers and
yeah.
Actually, the screensavers is really the only one I can remember from back then, you know. But
yeah, there's screensavers. There was
you can join by mobile.
I'm sorry.
Old curmudgeon, you can just join. I don't know if there's anything wrong. I have sent the link. Yeah, I did.
I never noticed your name was Tech TV Rocks on there. It just is.
Shane never pays attention. See, I notice stuff, man.
Well, I saw the duct tape. I remember the duct tape icon.
Hey, Chris, how are you doing, sir?
Mr. Travis, how are you, good sir?
I should probably bring up the chat.
Yeah, it makes sense, wouldn't it? Oh, Granger Smith is currently gone live. He's doing his contest. First person to take their hand off his truck, or the last person to take his hand off his truck gets it.
Sorry, who is online?
It's he's a country singer. His name's Granger Smith.
Wasn't that something that was on like like that?
I don't know.
How are you doing, sir?
What's up, old curmudgeon?
You know, I got to say, he does kind of look like a curmudgeon. He's with that phone right now. I'm disapproving of my phone.
I'm judging.
I'm judging you, my phone.
You know how it is. I just have to switch from headset to back to headset every time I join this thing. I don't know why.
You use a crappy phone? I don't know.
That's a OnePlus Pro. I don't think it's too crappy.
It's a what?
It's not too crappy, he says.
It's the OnePlus Pro.
Whatever that is.
OnePlus is the name of the company.
The video is great.
Crappy.
Yeah, I'm surprised it works down here. The Wi-Fi is real spotty. I had to put the Octopi on a hard line.
Yeah.
Trying for 4 to get this not to curl up and get left off the bed.
Is it just me or does his phone keep repeating?
Yeah, he's getting like a weird back thing. I'm wondering if it might be my mic picking him up as a secondary voice.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is it sounds like I'm in the Matrix, man.
Yeah.
I don't hear it on this end.
Yeah, it's a glitch in the Matrix then.
Yeah, we're all caught in it.
Yep. Speaking of, pretty soon, man, I hear, was it 2022, right?
Mm.
Is it 2021, 2022? We're going to have John Wick Chapter 4 and The Matrix 4 are all going to be, they're going to be like, I guess they're going to be a little bit apart from each other, a couple months or something. I think The Matrix is going to be 2022, if I remember right. Matrix 4, they're saying it's like 2022.
I thought 2021.
You said John Wick.
would be
saw
very
this-
quickly.
Yeah,
I
I don't
saw
know.
this stupid little, I don't know, meme or whatever on Facebook the other day. It made me laugh. And it says, lion overlooking a dog going, I am the king of the jungle. And the dog just looks at him and goes, I'm John Wick's dog. And you see the lion like bowing to the dog. I'm John Wick's dog.
Anybody want to take this slide will curl on around to the first set of supports on the left without breaking.
It is a pretty steep overhang. It looks like
Believe it or not, it's curling up where the radius is sharpest instead of down.
But it's full bed plate, 230 by 230 by 250.
Mhm.
Nice.
When it's all said and done, well, it's like 220 tall.
Yep.
But this will be the fourth time I've tried to print it.
Fourth time? How many times?
Yeah,
The first time, you probably saw my post on Twitter for the first one. I kind of had a bit of a rant for it. I had the what's it called, crossing parameters, and I set the build size, the scaling full at 230 in X, and somehow the avoid perimeters took it to 235.3. Got 20% in with a full bed of supports, and the firmware throws an error, says, "Oh, I can't make this move," and print just stops. So Octoprint missed it, Slicer missed it. So I went back and redid it second time. Turned that feature off, supports a bit, and let's see, second time it curled up so bad the nozzle print, and it layer shifted to the right by about 3 mil. I had to kill that one. So I went back to the first print,
tripping me out.
and
This is tripping me out. You're still
What's
doing
that?
it, man. It still keeps doing it. Like where you'll talk and then it'll say it and say it again, and it keeps doing it.
Yeah.
I almost feel like I'm drunk because like I feel like I'm hearing it, but then I'm like, did it you know?
it's always like
well,
the last
shoot,
word.
let me see. I don't have YouTube, and I'm on an earpiece.
I'm on a.
Yeah, I'm on a earpiece. Yeah, so it is doing it still. It's still.
Well, all right, I'll stop my monologue then.
No, I'm just telling you. It just keeps doing it. That's all.
Usually, if audio is weird, if you turn it off and just turn it back on again, it like seems to fix it.
That help any?
Yeah, now you're delayed, but it's clearer too. You're not breaking up as bad.
Yeah.
That's where I am. If I turn this way, it might do better.
No.
It as soon as you said that, it went to hell in a handbasket. It was working.
If you watch back the live stream, you see exactly what happens.
Yeah.
What happens?
Oh, don't worry. I won't be rewatching the live stream. I cannot stand to hear myself talk.
I hear you.
Nails on a chalkboard.
Nails on a chalkboard. That's what I just heard.
Yeah, me too.
We all did.
Let me do this. I will jump out, we'll change earpieces, and then jump back in.
That was actually awesome. Let me jump out, then I'll change earpieces.
Okay.
Like it said one part, repeated it, said the next part, repeated it. The last part it only said once. It's all good.
I'll blame that on StreamYard then.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, how does that work? That he's just said that part. I blame it on StreamYard, and StreamYard's like, he's blaming us. We better shut up. It's not funny anymore.
Maybe they do that on purpose.
Yeah, well, they're doing it now too. I had to guess.
No, I did it right there at the very end where you said, I guess. You go, I guess.
Seems to only do it in the last sentence. I wonder if it's the phone software,
Yeah, I don't know. It could be.
firmware software, or the mic, because you're going through a
Yeah.
headset, right? Earpiece. Yeah.
Yeah, there's all sorts of fun goofiness going on with Bluetooth stuff. It's people like claim that it's so awesome, and then once you start doing like software with it, it's just you find all sorts of weird things. Like, oh, that's not right. That's not right. Oh, that's a delay.
That's why
Only does it here.
Bluetooth keyboard, because I'd much rather have a wired one, but the wire is getting annoying.
I also have a wired.
Boy, I don't like.
But if you use it with like native apps and stuff on your phone, it probably works perfectly fine. But as soon as you do something through the browser, like I bet you if you did stream through the browser with like YouTube, if you could, yeah, I think you can do that. If you try doing that through the browser and everything, you'll probably run into weird stuff like this as well. It's bizarre.
Yeah, I have my YouTube muted, so I only hear from Streamyard. So. Huh. Are you working on a CNC machine, Shane?
Yeah, this is the mostly printed CNC. I have it mostly working. Let me plug her in here. And
Isn't that the same one that Thomas Sandlander did decommissioned?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because of a little argument or a little thing.
Argument. He just
Didn't they? Because I see a lot of stuff for the MPCNC now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just don't try and modify it and then publish parts for it.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly. That was the statement.
yeah, and that's the thing though. It's just like it's kind of dumb. You should be able to modify parts, and
He didn't care that you modify it. He doesn't want you publishing it.
yeah, that
Yeah,
kind of
Well, that's just short-sighted on his point.
Yeah.
yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, you know, if it was like if he was selling the parts and the models and all that stuff, like I could start seeing that, but it's like a fairly like open sort of thing. So it's just kind of like, well, you know, so and the annoying thing is if you go look at the upgraded version of this, it has a lot of the same parts that Thomas made.
Yeah.
Which is really stupid. Like
they got all mad at each other. Tom he's like, whatever, and said, I'm taking it apart. I don't agree with that. But they actually get along, I guess. They still even talk on occasion.
That's kind of like Ivan's CNC together. He said, do whatever you with it as long as you credit.
Yeah. You just can't publish new parts. You can do anything you want with it, which there's nothing that guy could ever stop you from doing.
You can do whatever you want with it as it is for you personally.
Name on it, basically.
Well, my question is, Jim, a pure hypothetical standpoint, what could happen to stop you?
You can't. He just asked him to take it down. It's not part of.
Yeah, exactly. He can talk all he wants, and legally he can do to stop you from doing anything with his stuff.
He didn't. Again, the guy didn't like go out of his way or anything. He just asked Tom to please don't publish anything with the MPCNC name on it.
If he was nice about it, then that's one work it out themselves.
I don't want my name on it, which is sort of understandable. I mean, people can make some crappy crap, and then, the guy has to come back and say that's not mine. Well, it says MPCNC on it. I mean, I kind of get his point. It's kind of stupid because.
I mean, what else would you like? How would you want to like label it? Like, this is not mostly printed CNC, but it's for the mostly printed CNC. Like,
yeah, he just doesn't want his name on it. I think he gets the feeling like he's going to end up having to service other people's parts.
Yeah,
kind of like Gina does with Octoprint.
Yeah,
what everybody puts out plugins and then they're asking her for support or help with it, and it's like it.
Well, that's just it though. But she doesn't. She immediately points you to. Through GitHub.
Yeah, but it's the headache of having to do that I think he's trying to avoid.
Well, she doesn't do any of that anymore. She actually has a guy that helps her part-time.
Yeah. But
that's
it's
good.
just a headache in general, just everybody.
It's true of anything you make and you release to the public Why do you think this thing will never get released to the public? Because I definitely don't want to deal with servicing this thing.
Because you don't have the drive to do it.
I just don't have the energy to deal with all the bullshit of people trying to figure out the stupidity of the crap I did.
Yeah, me neither. That's why I don't do stuff like that.
Yeah, if I publish something that I've created, hey guys, use it at your own risk.
Agreed.
Yeah, but they're still always going to come back and go, "Oh, dude, what did I do?" You know what I mean? And you don't want to be a douche about it.
No.
Why not?
But they're standing that this provided as is with no warranty for or not.
It's just. I've actually been thinking about releasing the parts now with the new towers on it. The thing has just been freaking amazing. It's actually printing really, really well
Yeah,
now.
you could end up being like the Railcore group and having like documentation in 20 different locations, and then scolding people for not knowing which one to actually use.
Yeah, no. This would definitely be released as a experimental unit. This is for you to play with, modify, change. Please don't expect it to be perfect, because it's not.
Yeah.
It's a concept that needs to be improved on, and I'm done trying to improve it.
Yeah, like 3 years ago, I got my water heater thermostat sticking so I can ESP2 and a touch screen and some sensors and SSRs and build a control for it.
Touchscreen. Why is that? That's really weird, that double thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go change things. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah.
Let me go change things.
It's kind of hard to listen to what he's saying when it was like water tank, touchscreen.
Yeah, you also got some static going in there now too, which is
it was getting a little staticky too, but
so I think batteries might be dying in the Bluetooth thing.
I got that one the Bluetooth little headset that my wife got that she gave to me that my daughter didn't want, and it's been cutting out on me too pretty bad. I think I'm just gonna take it back to drop it off, send it kind of on its way back to the Amazon.
I don't know if you saw the pictures, but I got this guy working.
Yeah. Oh, nice. No, I did not see the pictures, but
For a scanner.
Yeah. I
scan?
definitely have to work on the lighting, so that's gonna be a project.
For what are you going to use it?
It's a 3D scanner, so.
Okay, 3D scanner.
Yeah. What am I going to use it for? I have no idea exactly yet, but
3D scanning.
Yeah.
Or is this just the toy?
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Well, it's one of those things where I got to buy a bunch of them for like really cheap.
Yeah, I also need one.
Got like
robot.
I would love one, but can't use that on mine. You gotta have a Windows-based computer to use that.
Yeah, I couldn't even find any decent Linux software for it. So usually when there's Linux software, you can usually get that to work on Mac.
Yeah, I can always get Linux by just going in the terminal. You can get 90% of the stuff doing. Fire up X11 or whatever the hell they call it these days. I don't know how it's going to work with that new chip.
The new Xbox.
Don't know.
But
oh my God, it's only 7:30.
I know.
I'll go to sleep now. I'll be up at midnight.
Well, that's the thing is it's almost 7:30, and I'm actually getting ready to go eat because it's 6:30 for me. So I'm hungry.
Wait, it's only 6:30 right now?
Here, yeah.
Oh, damn.
Here.
No, it's later out. It looks later out than it really is because of the sun going down at 5 o'clock in the evening now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, shortest day is what, next week?
I do not know, sir. I do not know.
because it's still not winter yet. You know, it's still fall.
Oh,
Yeah, indeed.
Here is the beginning of winter.
Yeah.
The winter solstice.
But that being said, guys, I'm gonna go get a bite to eat and stuff. And if you guys are still streaming when I'm done, I will pop back in. But I got to go in the house to get food, and I don't want to leave you guys sitting here hanging while I go in the house to get food. So,
Yeah.
Well,
Am I still echoing?
Have 2 bites if you want.
I'll have 2 or 3. And no, you sound good now. So,
Okay.
all
We'll
right,
find out.
All
I'll
right.
be
Let's,
back in a little bit.
Oh, there it goes, breaking up again.
yeah. Well, like I said, Wi-Fi's down here, so of it.
It's doing yeah. So. That is so weird.
The sound was good. It still
Yeah.
is.
Oh, he's getting that double take thing.
That means I'll probably have to get Chrome going.
Chrome.
Let me see if I can get through Chrome. That does any better.
Any better? That's so funny. It's like the video is stuttering.
Mm. Looping itself.
21st, is that it? Winter solstice?
Yeah.
I know it's pretty soon. It's always like a week before Christmas.
There's a local board game store that does a D20 sale. I gotta head over there before it's all done.
For what now?
Board game stuff. It's like you roll a D20 for discounts and stuff.
Oh, God. I remember when Dungeons and Dragons was new. And
Oh my gosh.
Key and the original. My brother still got them. We were checking them out the other day. He still got the original Dungeons and Dragons first edition pamphlet. It wasn't even a book, that it was a freaking pamphlet. It's version 1.
Yeah, it was like
Version 1.1.
southern Wisconsin, I think it was where Gygax lived when he created that.
Yeah. Me and my brother used to get into it a lot. I think he's actually
Okay, let's try it again.
Well, that part was good.
Yeah.
Little video stutter, but the audio is better.
Yeah, I came back in with Chrome this time. Audio is a lot louder too.
Yep. Smoother. Your video stuttering now.
Now I just have to keep the Wi-Fi signal worth a crap.
Yeah, audio is also not crackling too, so that's
Yeah, well, it's the only room in the house where somebody else isn't hiding out.
You need to put a Wi-Fi booster or a separate freaking Wi-Fi down there.
Yeah, I'm running a Unify AC Pro up in the other end of the house, but it just doesn't seem to do good down here.
Yeah, I got a dead spot. It's funny because it's only literally like 5 feet below it, but it's below the router here in the kitchen. There's nothing, and we just ran a hardwire down there and put another hole. My brother bought an old D-Link from back in the day, and there's like a whole another wireless network down there. And it's just hardwired into this.
Does that look a little familiar?
Did you cut that, Shane?
I don't know. You're off.
No,
camera.
this is from one of those Wi-Fi's, the AP Pros. I just put in a couple.
That's what I thought it was.
Was it a cover or something?
No, it's one of those plates. So if you have like the drop ceilings, you can put that on the backside and kind of sandwich it.
Yeah, yep. Like a speaker plate or a freaking light plate, just for the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, makes my hair look thin on this camera.
Your hair is thin.
I know.
Doesn't look thin. It is thin.
It could be worse. I married a cosmetologist.
That's all right.
So I can get my hair cut anytime, regardless of what's going on with the human malware.
Human malware. Good one.
It's a good way to put it.
Yeah. So you watch Tech Jesus as well?
Who? Not me.
I can't remember. Everybody calls him Tech Jesus. I can't
I
remember
thought
his name.
Tim TH3D coined that one. Nerdy J.
Yeah.
I heard it first from it's a tech YouTuber. He does like Gamers Nexus. That's where I heard it first.
Oh, okay. First place I heard it was on a TH3D stream. He was trying to keep YouTube from flagging him.
Yeah, I think he borrowed it from there because that was like the only way to not get YouTube to screw over your channel.
Yeah.
And talk about it.
Stupid algorithms.
Yep. Twitter announced they're going to start doing it today. As of tonight, if you mention the vaccines and you like say something that's not factual, they're going to flag you. And
what they deem as not factual.
Yeah.
That's.
Well, they've actually been pretty good. I got to say, a lot of people have been bitching, but I've been flagging people on Facebook, and the crap I said was non-factual. I mean, it made sense, but there was no fact, and they didn't take it down. They just put a little flag that said, or this was partially factual, and some of the information here may not be true. And then they send you to a link to a fact checker, which I don't think's bad. I think that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
They should have done that. I'm not going to get into politics. I'll stop.
Yeah, but it's also good to do the facts instead of just
Oh, it's hard to stay away from politics. I've got a Twitter channel with this handle just specifically for the printer stuff, and it's hard for me to bite my tongue a lot of times.
Yeah, there's a local newspaper that kind of pissed me off
That's
the
so
other
I can
day.
stay away from that.
Yeah,
I can't.
Yeah,
some of the sheer stupidity, I just can't. I have to comment on. When someone just says something absolutely off the wall, just flat out stupid, I have to tell them they're being stupid. I just can't help it.
That's kind of how that.
Well, you wouldn't be llama if you didn't.
The news article got blasted here, and
there's another one on.
What's going on now?
Here's one for you, though. So Pfizer put out their virus freaking thing there the other day, right?
Their antivirus?
Yeah. So you realize Pfizer's like 10 miles down the road from here. They're literally Electric Boat, the sub base, and Pfizer are all right on the Thames River, like one right after the other.
Yeah.
They're right down here. So that's their main lab, but it's also a small factory. They don't do most of their production. Most of their production's done in Wisconsin.
Michigan.
Medicines and stuff. Most of it comes out of Wisconsin. But they do have a small production here.
Llama, it's actually Michigan where they get that out of.
Michigan, that's right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they made their mini batch they make here because when they do the lab stuff, they have to be able to make it to see if it, if they can make it, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, it makes tens of thousands. It doesn't make millions like the big one does, but it makes a large volume. So they shipped the vaccine made here, right? Literally right down the street. They shipped that to like Chicago or something. And then Connecticut's came from Michigan. It's like, why didn't you just like walk out the door and go, "Here, Governor, have the vaccine"? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, why? I don't get that. There's no logistics or anything that makes that make sense. That just makes no sense.
Yeah. There's another thing that I saw today was the antivirus stuff is actually sitting in a warehouse right now, where they got a big shipment or they got a big batch of it, and they can't figure out. They don't have any direction where to send it. They just have to store it.
Yep. That is welcome to our government. That's not Pfizer directly. That's the government not informing them what to do with it. That is. We won't get into politics again, but that is that is the lack of ability to do a freaking thing with any kind of organization.
Yeah.
This thing's not gonna make it. It's already hitting the protector I've got on the BL Touch.
Yeah.
Well, the BL Touch, then it won't hit it.
Yeah, well.
Have you seen any of the stuff with like the solar freaking roadway stuff before?
Oh, the EEV blog? That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Why have I heard of that? What is that about?
They embed solar panels in the roadway.
Oh, I've heard of that. That's actually not a bad idea if it's something you could functionally do.
Not really.
Germany's doing that.
What you said?
Every one of them's an epic failure, and then they got Georgia to buy into it.
Hello.
Hey, long time no see.
Yeah.
Very much long time no see. Look, it's here.
What is it?
The
iFactory
iFactory one.
Oh, nice.
And over there,
Excellent.
over there is the G-Tech A10T.
It also came in.
My parents just left on vacation, so yeah.
Did you know that? Oh, whoa.
There was some echo.
Yeah.
But yeah, my parents left to go on vacation, so I have no parents to worry about for like 2 weeks.
Can I have that?
You want to do a live stream
Tomorrow.
tomorrow? That is possible.
We're gonna put the iFactory together. Is that the deal?
Yep.
Yeah, but I won't watch it.
Even though it's gonna probably be like a 4 or 5 hour stream.
I am just so tired of belt printers.
Yeah, but
it's like watching yet another Ender 3 build video. Where'd he go?
Wait.
no,
Did
you
you
kick him out?
no,
I don't know what happened.
no, but at least with my stream, you will have a pretty girl to look at.
Who? Your
Oh
wife?
Yeah.
Oh, there is that. I like your wife too. It's not even just that she's good looking. She's just funny.
Yeah, she is.
She's cool.
Oh man. Oh yeah, just popped this thing off the printer. Look at this PETG.
Holy crap! What filament is
That's
that?
shiny.
That's red.
That is.
That looks like that shit I've been printing.
This is burgundy. Oh my god, it's annoying to hear myself. Burgundy transparent PETG by Fiberlogy.
Ooh, that almost looks like that red I'm using.
Yeah, this is some.
Is it like a semi-transparent? Is that what that said on there?
Right? Is it trans-
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's very, very.
Looks like
simple.
candy.
Yeah. It's really pretty.
Do you see that little reindeer I posted the other day?
Mm-hmm.
It looks kind of similar. It's not as it's darker color for sure. Printed solids, ice red, PLA. That stuff's really a nice color, like wicked nice.
Next filament to print is this pottery clay stone fill.
Oh, we gonna do samples?
Oh yeah. I still got hips sample, cheetah, and some wood filament.
TTYT. I got some of their metallic. It's actually pretty good.
I don't know if this needs like a 0.5 nozzle or not.
What is it?
It's like it's pottery clay colored stone fill.
You're gonna want a metal and a 0.5 or 0.6 nozzle probably.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be weird.
Mm-hmm.
I still got some of the proto pasta matte stuff. I had that forever. I do little things with it, and then I don't use it for months and years.
Yeah, this one, the matte fiber. What else do I got? Still got this flex fill. Vinyl.
Vinyl?
Yeah.
That you're not going to want to be in the room with when you print it.
Mm-hmm.
That smell like crap.
Mm-hmm. Also, this wood filament just supposed to print it at like 170.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Hold on.
That cold?
I was going to say, that won't even melt PLA most of the time. It'll
Yeah.
It won't really melt it.
Yeah, here you go. 170 or 185.
What, 185 it says? Or is that 185? 170, 185.
That is beneath the point that most filament starts at.
That's weird.
I'll turn this thing down 5 degrees and see if maybe I can save it.
You can make me tiny now.
Yeah,
I don't know. I've got to figure out what keeps making this stuff warp up. It's almost 2 millimeters higher on that radius than it's supposed to be. I'll be surprised if the nozzle doesn't break it loose as it moves around.
PLA or PETG?
PLA.
Not enough cooling.
It gets worse the more cooling I add.
Really?
Interesting.
I ran the fan up to 100 on the last print, and it curled like a son of a gun.
That's unusual.
I'm surprised this vinyl only needs 215.
Incorrectly directed or not enough cooling.
It's a Pets thing.
did it again.
I'm gonna check if this G-Tech is like a full kit or like 2 parts. Because I want to do a live stream of that one, but I don't know if I can do like 2 complete kits in a row.
If I remember right, the G-Tech is a like a kind of like the Ender style, where you just kind of put a couple parts together.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just a tower attachment.
Hopefully.
I found out last night that G-Tech and Giant Arm are the same company.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
who?
got a Giant Arm.
Hello, Jerry.
Crap, I tried to switch cameras and the app is freezing up.
There you go. This is also G-Tech.
Yeah, the company wants me to do that like Amazon thing where I buy the filament, review it, and they refund my money. Like that's what they want me to do.
Yeah, if you do a good review, huh?
Yeah.
That looks pretty cool. Is that like a purple?
Yeah.
Or blue?
Yeah, purplish. Yeah.
Got a bag full of junk.
Hey, 3D print creator. Good night, I would say.
I think I'm gonna go throw some cookies in here.
What?
Okay. So this.
I had a friend go to one of those BJ / big department, warehouse stores.
This is the giant arm filament.
And that's pretty nice.
Mhm.
It's really nice.
It's a nice color. She bought one of them tubs of pre-made cookie dough where you can just like shovel out like one sheet pan full and not have to make a whole batch. You just reseal the tub. So I can cook like a cookie sheet full of cookies and not have to make a whole batch. I mean, they're pre-made. You just take a spoon and dip it in there and throw it on the pan. But I think I want some chocolate chip cookies. And they're there. All I got to do is throw them in the oven for 10 minutes.
This far in on the other board, these stepper drivers would be so hot I couldn't touch them.
Yeah.
In the 40 degrees Celsius.
Choppy movement the other day too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's still doing that, but I think I might have to change it from 1/16 step to like 1/8. I have to drop down the resolution on that.
You should be able to do 1/16 stepping.
It's still skipping steps.
Mm-hmm.
Just crank the power up.
That's the thing. I'm like near. Well, they are in series, so I could step it up a little bit more.
Maximum power.
Max.
Go into overdrive.
Do like Tim Taylor. More power.
Yeah. Yeah, motors aren't even warm, so motors aren't warm. Stepper's not warm.
More power.
Anyway, I'm gonna go make a few cookies and make mom happy. It'll make mom happy, and I want some cookies, so I'm gonna go make cookies.
You go make cookies.
Later, if you're still on.
Bye.
Later, guys.
Later. It's looking nice, Shane.
If you could hear it right now, it's like click, 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 click as it's going along.
More power.
Yeah. Yeah, time to grab the laptop again. And the SD card adapter. Where'd you go? About like 6 of them are over here, and I have no idea where I put them. Where did you go? Ooh.
Yeah, I totally understand 3D print creator.
There we go. My nice little sticker is on, and now I know what this is.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, there are some companies that are actually halfway decent. Like G-Tech, I do have to say, G-Tech was probably one of the better ones because I reviewed their TPU when they first started doing it. And I had issues with this one. And like it was like snap, crackling, and popping. So they sent me a whole other roll. And were willing to refund the money for doing it. So that's like one of the few that actually went halfway decent.
Yeah.
I'll at least admit that I was part of the problem with that. There we go.
Davey, are you also already out of the idea how you are going to do that with your printers? The setup?
No.
No. The short answer. No.
I guess I might like put a T-Rex away and put the iFactory over there. Because I will probably need the iFactory at, reach level to work with it. I need more tables. I need better tables. These IKEA tables are not fit for printing.
No. Resonating also as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my Prusa is on, those composite board foam thingies. What is it? It's like recycled styrofoam squishy stuff. Because if I leave the Prusa running without that, I can hear every single movement to the ceiling.
I don't know if you have one of these over there, but we have these things called habitat restores, where it basically people bring in like used like building supplies, like old doors, and they like got recycled tables and stuff like that.
I mean,
do you have something like that over there?
probably. I don't know where. But yeah, it's like I can get good tables for pretty cheap because we own a kitchen store, so I can just get like more this good stuff, the actually full wood tabletops. But you know what the problem is? This is the attic, and I'm not going to carry a 3-meter long tablet up the staircase.
Yeah.
No. We got these tables in with a freaking crane through that window right there. We had a crane carry it up 3 stories, just kind of hanging there, moving. My outer walls are creepy, so anything that hits it cracks it. So yeah, that was scary. Never again.
I keep forgetting that you're on like the top floor of a 3-story house. So,
well, is it 3-story or 2-story? Because don't you guys call the ground floor the first floor?
Yeah.
I have debates with Tori all the fucking time. I'm like, this is so stupid. This is the ground floor, not the first floor. The first floor is one atop.
Yeah.
But she's like, no, this is the first floor because it's the first floor you get onto. I'm
Also
like,
true.
I'm like, Tori, you shut your mouth. I'm the man in this relationship, and then she hits me. So, by the way, this steel PLA from Photons is awesome.
Yeah.
Because maximize me, Zach.
Just a second. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the standard side, right? It looks really nice. It's really, and then I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but like, no, it doesn't. Like the side where you sand it starts getting like really sparkly because you're exposing the stainless steel. It's a really interesting effect. Unfortunately, it's not the iron PLA because otherwise you could like oxidize it.
That would be awesome.
What else do I have laying around? I'm keeping all my leftover samples from all my 3D filler print samples. I'm gonna make one of those multicolored big prints again. I just didn't know what to print this time. This last time was easy. I could just use was it Filamentums? Filamentums filler guy, whatever it's called. But filler print doesn't have a mascot.
No, they don't? Oh.
No, they don't.
I'm just going to grab another drink.
Next, does printed solid have samples? I don't think so. Because otherwise, the next time we go into the US, I'm just going to buy every single color to have as a 50-gram sample and then make like a gigantic survey. Is a lot.
We have one ground floor, we have a first floor, and we have one basement, a attic.
We have a crawl space, ground floor, first floor where the bedrooms are, this attic, and technically you have a mini attic on top of that.
Oh.
That's another.
I saw that one too last time you mentioned it.
But it's just like wooden beams. There's like no flooring on there. So if you want to get into it, you have to like crab walk.
Oh, that's no fun. I had to do that today, getting the boards out of the attic because I was finishing up a project today.
And it's like, this is all just drywall ceiling. So if I misstep once, I will break just straight through it.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to put this on this screen. So
And this is also how I discovered that the Prusa's power outage system does not work. Because I was putting the lights in. Because originally I just had the single light in the middle. So I put all of these extra in.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought if you turn off the light switch, you can just freely cut wires. But that's not the case. It can still... I didn't know that. I'm not an electrician. I'm just a dumb fat Belgian.
It depends on how they have the wiring set up. Like my basement, it fully cuts the power to these lights. But there's like upstairs, the way it's set up. Like if you try doing that, like you'd get a nice little shock.
So I cut the wires. The fuse blew at like midnight. Zoe was in the bath. So she had to get out the tub, go downstairs, turn the power back on, and I had this gigantic print going on. It was like 20 hours in with Alien 3Ds and NAC 3Ds. What was it? Night's War Red or whatever it's called. And it's like he still doesn't have stock in that. I literally bought this last spool, and it like I was like, Tori, can you resume the Prusa? And she's like, okay. She does the thing. I come downstairs, and it like was like off by this much. And I was like, wow, Prusa, you lied to me.
Oh.
I do have to say the Creality's power restore actually does work. It went in the thermal runaway. I came back like 3 hours later. I turned it back on and it asked me to resume it, which I did, and it just did it. There was a little blob, but
yeah, I think you have that anyways, because it also stops suddenly, so it doesn't move.
Yeah. So it kind of makes like a little bump on it, but it didn't fail. So, oh, Zach, you saw that post of that one filament that was like that U diamond one that was like lumpy.
Yeah,
this is the print.
Wow,
it's kind of weird. It's like every single retraction is under extruded, so definitely a filament I would have to play with. But it's like $80 a kilogram. Don't fall asleep there.
No, I'm going to close the stream. I'm getting tired. It's 2 o'clock.
Zach, real quick. You want to know what the special thing is about this filament?
No, it's rust?
No, there's diamonds inside.
Yeah, uh-huh.
It's micro particles of diamond, spherical in size, so it doesn't wear down your nozzle, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And I get the feeling that it's just all...
Can you show it one more time?
Sure. But honestly, it just looks like gray PLA, so I don't understand that. Yeah, you can see like the nubbings from all the retractions.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look that great, to be honest.
Okay,
well, good night, Zach. Good night, Shane.
Good night. Oh, you can't.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting at my computer.
Oh,
where is that? Down there.
Yeah. So keep people from getting sick. Ooh. So that's over on that side, and you go this way. Computer's all the way over there.
Ah, like that.
Yeah.
Joey would kill me if I had this place like. Oh wait, I already do, kind of.
You have a huge space there.
Joey's space is relatively clean. My space is like
my space.
No.
It's like a mess.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad, but yeah, still. Okay. Good
I
night,
mean,
everybody.
everything you see is within my area.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's it's less than 4 meters long and 2 meters like that.
You're still printing Starship parts?
Yeah, I decided to print the booster as well.
So how
That
many more pieces you need?
I have for the booster. I have seven rings printed, and I need 31 rings.
So why don't you just like in your slicer copy and paste the rings on top of each other and just make one big print instead of printing piece by piece?
I was thinking about it, but I do like the idea of having a real ring stack, and also, yeah, I think the to do multiple in one time, I think that is also great. For some reason, I do like to do it like this, because you have some parts that do have to be integrated into it, like those. So you will get really had a tank and some other parts in between, also with the cutouts. So yeah, it's a cool print, and when it is done, you take it off and then you start another ring, and the bed stays the same.
I
didn't have any problems during print.
Zach, what should I print with my belt? The first print. I can't print a Benchy because the Benchy is not really made for a belt printer.
I think there is also something called a aircraft carrier Benchy that you can also try.
There's a square, like this cube thing, like an open cube thing, kind of like the Maker Muse torture cube, but it's like flat that you can print, and that's a fairly impressive print because it's it shows off like the extreme overhang, printing like normally you wouldn't be able to do.
I've seen people do crazy overhangs on a belt printer, like he forgot to put middle support and was like this. And like it was all the way over here and was still just printing mid-air and it just kept going.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I don't know who it was, but somebody wanted to print the Golden Gate Bridge or something like that.
Yeah.
But I think, there is a point that it is going to do over.
Yeah, the middle is gonna get too heavy and it's just gonna start like tilting a bit.
Yeah, you could talk to AutoDrop 3D. He might have some decent prints that would be impressive to print. Like been playing around with it for a bit now.
I'm just really curious about belt material because Creality uses a nylon belt which can melt, but iFactory uses a special fabric. And apparently nylon sticks to it perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Just good. Which is good.
Yeah, iFactory did send you the kit with the upgraded belt, right?
Yeah, all the Christmas back is all got the upgraded belt.
With the upgraded belt with the thinner seam.
They're having growing pains now. The first version of the build manual came out, like the build guide, and I was reading it. I was like, I don't understand this guide at all. Oh God, no!
Is it that difficult, or is that?
It's just they never made it, and they're like translating to English and crap like that.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, I'll show it real quick. But apparently, there's like confusion going on because people saying I don't have enough screws of this size, and they're like, "Do you even? I don't think you need that size." And now they're like looking into if they put the wrong screw size on the manual. Let's see. They posted the manual.
That's translated from German to English, right? Is that the direction it's going? Okay.
It's like some tiny issues. Oh, here we go. iFactory 3D manual. Apparently, they're going to release a. Let's see. Assembly manual. They also uploaded a Cura version, the iFactory Cura.
Yeah.
Like a PLA profile, a PDG profile. I think they also uploaded how to use the software. Assembly manual. Drive PDF viewer, open it up. But yeah, it's like yeah.
Wow, that's like light years better than the Railcore manual.
That's a lot of parts, my dude.
Yeah.
Like,
wow.
It's like, oh no, these are tiny pictures. Oh no. So yeah. The stream tomorrow is just gonna be me being like,
this might be an old man sort of thing, but do you have a printer there, like a paper printer?
Yeah.
That's what I ended up doing with my Railcore manual. That way, I can like write some notes down and.
How many pages is this? 51. Actually, I might just print it out on the work printer.
Oh, yeah, and maybe on both sides. It's 25 pages in total or something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I need to clean this place up before I do the live stream. I still need to set the cameras back up and all that crap.
Oh yeah, for your Linux machine, huh?
Well, I'm just gonna boot into Windows for the live stream because I can't get OBS to work properly. I'm used to Streamlabs OBS, and only normal OBS is supported on Linux, and I'm just going to use Streamlabs because I'm used to it.
Yeah, I was going to say I haven't had too many problems with OBS on Linux, but capture cards, like those are the only thing that I can't get working reliably.
Yeah, I need a capture card for my Canon.
Yeah, so you're better off just doing Windows there.
But for the rest, I use Linux exclusively.
Yeah,
I don't really play video games on my PC anymore. I got an Xbox Series X to do that.
Yeah.
Well, what distro are you running?
This is Linux Mint on here.
Oh, I'm using Elementary.
Yeah, then I got some random OS on here. This is a Chromebook.
My parents bought a MacBook Pro, the M1,
and
it's been so long since I used Mac OS.
Yeah,
it's actually, now that I've been using Linux, I understand it a little bit better because it's kind of similar in some ways.
Yeah, especially with
Unix.
Elementary OS is definitely on that like the GUI side of things is very similar to it.
Well, man, that M1 chip, power efficient. I was using like Handbrake to heartburn subtitles into movies, and it was like rendering for like 5 hours straight, and it only lost like 35% battery while running at full speed. And it was only like 10 minutes slower than my 8-core Ryzen 2 with a 2080 Ti on a stupid laptop chip.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
But I still don't like Apple, and I will never actually buy an Apple product myself. Unless the full-size MacBook Pro is some monster of a laptop, but then it's going to cost like $3,000 because Apple tax.
Yeah. It's always the same. Because for my MacBook Pro, I need to look for a decent docking station.
Mm-hmm.
Because the one that I have now, it are just hubs, with one USB connecting.
Well, you know what I used to? I don't use a dock, but I use like for my micro SD cards like this cheapo crap that like I have to wiggle to get it to work. Also, I need to look for a resin printer tomorrow. I was supposed to get a Lego Saturn, but and work with my dad was like, no, you have to go here. So I missed on all the sales, like the pre-orders.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, okay, you know what? Fine, we'll just pay for it. I'm like, okay. And now they're like, okay, here's your Christmas and New Year. I'm like, okay, buy a resin printer. Okay. So now I need to decide what resin printer I'm going to get. Am I going to get an Lego Saturn? Am I going to get a Mono X? Am I going to get a EPAX?
Which one do you like the most?
I would like a one that's like a 1/2 meter wide. But those are like three.
The Pio Poly.
Yeah, the Pio. Yeah, I want a Pio Poly. Was it the Phenom XXL?
Yeah, the one with the 6 kilogram of resin.
Mm-hmm. You can. The amount of resin you need to buy for that thing is like the price of a cheap resin printer. No, more than a cheap resin printer.
Or the amount of resin that you can put in it, you can print resin for every year or something.
But apparently, rumors have been going around that next year we're going to see a resin price war. Because everybody is making resin. Selling resin. There's only like 4 companies that actually make resin, apparently. And normally it was supposed to happen this year, but COVID kind of ruined, the market for resin.
Ruined it?
Yeah, because everybody was printing PLA and PETG for all the COVID stuff, but nobody really cared about resin at that point.
Yeah. One thing that I would suggest with the resin printer is look at replacement parts. Like the mono screens are actually kind of rare right now to get replacement screens. So I would say that might be because that's a consumable of the printer.
Mm-hmm.
So I would suggest trying to find one that you can get replacement parts. Like if it's a kind of a niche company.
I think EPAX sells replacement screens. Anycubic and Elegoo don't really sell them yet.
The mono screens or the
monos.
Okay.
But apparently, if I remember correctly, the EPAX is supposed to get a upgraded screen in a couple of months, where it's like instead of a 4K screen, it's a 5K screen. And it actually increases the print size because the print plate is bigger than the screen. And you just put the screen in and you got a higher resolution, a slightly bigger print volume. But of course, it's like, oh, hey, that screen's like $200.
Yeah.
Thank God they last for hours and hours.
Depends also how long that you're using it.
Yeah, but I'm a lot softer on my LCDs than most people. Most people it's like, okay, print this, and then the like off time where it like turns completely off on the screen. They take like a second. I take like 4 or 5 seconds, which gives the screen time to cool down between every layer a bit. So this Photon, its screen should have died already, but it didn't because I was like, just leave the screen off a bit so it cools down.
Yeah. It's
It's the heat that kills the LCDs mostly.
Yeah.
But
or
that is also with the beamers, huh? I see a lot of people in the office when using a beamer. When they are done with it, they just pull up from the power socket, and then that's it.
Oh yeah,
Without waiting till the bulb is
cool down.
cooled down. Yeah.
People underestimate the effect of heat on anything electronic or screen tech wise.
Yeah, they do. I see
Zach, go to bed. You're like passing out behind your computer.
No, I'm not passing out. I'm working on the rings from the ring stack.
Zach, you're like this. It's like you're taking a 1 second nap every time you stop filing on that print.
I want to get this finished. No, I'm still good.
3D prints created. I'm not going to take apart my photon, tear out the entire screen, figure out a way to put a fan inside of the LED housing. That's a bit too much work for a stupid. What? How much do photons cost these days? $150, 180?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know.
Because I know Anycube is like throwing out the original these photons, like buy them all up because they want to promote their mono screens.
That's probably why they don't want to support the printer that they have right now, like the older one.
Yeah. I was originally planning to buy. I was like really looking into the Mono X, but I've heard about how crappy Anycubic support has been on the resin printers lately, and it's like, nah.
It's really that bad?
Oh, it's terrible. It's so like, here's a dead Anycubic printer.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get any support for it.
Really? Wow.
What died? The board?
That's the thing. I'm trying to figure out if it's the screen that I bought, which is it's an LG screen, but the screens are supposed to be all the same.
Yeah, they are.
And I'm getting a couple of different error codes depending on what different things I do.
Yeah.
And I can't find any of these error codes online. Like I could find the one for the screen because the screen had failed, but these two I can't find anything on. So I'm like, is this a motherboard? And can I buy the motherboard? How much does the motherboard cost?
Yeah.
It's kind of sad that, I mean, we're pretty early in the resin game, but we need like a company to make a resin board, like, the SKRs, but for resin.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There is a thing that's I found out about it through Verve. Give me 1 second and I'll actually share it because it's more of like a Raspberry Pi type of thing. Like it's a board that goes on top of a Raspberry Pi. Facebook. Groups.
Aquarium air pump.
Nano DLP. These guys, they make allow you to make like giant ass printers with it. Like they use like a DLP screen and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But people have used these to replace their boards in a failed printer.
Yeah. But how much is such kind of board?
It wasn't all that much. If you've got soldering skills, you can just send it off to like Osh Park or something, PCBWay or something like along those lines, and you can just solder all your parts onto it because all it requires is a stepper driver, and then pins, and then some pins to plug it into the Raspberry. And then the connectors for the screen is usually done through HDMI.
Mm-hmm. I mean, technically, you can just take a 60-inch TV and remove all the masking, and you could technically make a resin printer out of that. There was somebody who did that, like a full size TV screen and make a resin printer out of it.
You mean like the TVs that we have now, or the?
Yeah, it's just an LCD TV. Like take a 65-inch screen, take it apart, and then run it as a slicer, as a 3D printer. You need like make a custom VAT, and then you have to worry about how the hell am I going to make a fab release.
Are they run out that fast?
What, the screens?
No, the fabs.
No, it's like the bigger you get, because a fab relies on being like it needs to be elastic so it doesn't tear, but it can't stretch too much. But if you have a fab that's like gigantic, it just does all the way. Because I think that the Pierpolis don't even use fab. I think it's something else they use.
I thought they use glass.
Do they? Oh, yes. And then you need to use a sound thing and be like, boom, 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 so you get the right tension.
Like that.
You essentially need to turn into a snare drum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking that he was playing percussion.
Should I print this vinyl next while I'm asleep? If it's gonna stink that much. Does vinyl really stink?
Thingy. I don't know. Just find out.
Thank God Snake is dead. Otherwise, I couldn't have been printing this stuff. Poor Snake. Poor Pithos. Toby buried him somewhere in the garden. We bury our dead animals. We don't throw them away in the trash.
So crazy.
Because I know somebody who had like a dead chicken and they just threw it in a garbage bag and dumped it in the normal trash.
Yeah.
I'm like, show some respect to that poor dead animal.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no, I'm going to print this stone fill. I'm curious. I just don't know if it's like wood-filled ones where you need a bigger nozzle or not. Because I really don't want to clog up a vanadium nozzle. I wonder if it has actual stones in it. And holy crap, my extruder order is still not shipped. It's been since they sent me a tracking number on the 3rd of December. It's the 19th, and it still says electronic shipping data has been sent by the sender.
Oh,
and they still haven't. I sent them an email, and they still haven't answered. It's kind of not a good look, extruder. Not a good look. Let's see. It's the form Fushua, stone fill, pottery clay. Let's see. Do I need a bigger nozzle with this? 3D Jake International PLA-based stone filament contains 50% stone powder.
50% stone powder.
Let's see. It's about 37% heavier than normal PLA. It's abrasive, but I do not see anything about you need a big. Oh no. Oh yes, it says bigger or equal to 0.4, so I'm fine. Flow rate approximately 110%. Interesting.
I try to memorialize my chickens at 350 degrees Fahrenheit.
Hello, Justin.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Justin. Hey, Viking.
Hey.
I'm gonna be making some filament. Well, not making some, putting filament together for my palette because my rolls are way too small to do things. So sit here with my thumb on some filament for the next who knows how long.
Sometime.
Oh yeah. Get this.
Man. There we go, kids. Oh my God. By the way, BitQ, when are you going to ship out the BX? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
The answer that I tell my people at work when they ask when something's going to be here, between now and when it gets here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, smarty pants.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Show the smart pants.
The GG Maker still hasn't shipped out more of the artist D's. I accidentally bought that Foldy too. Still haven't got an update on that.
Our
So-
Kickstarter campaign is also finished.
Whose?
That Kickstarter campaign was also finished, right?
Of who?
For the foldable printer.
Oh yeah, that's been done for like a half month, I think. Let's see. For Foldy 2, I am just happy that what was it? That one printer with inductive bed leveling on the corners. You know, the one that was like, this looks super shady.
Yeah.
They're not gonna make it. They're not gonna get funded.
Which one was that one?
What was it? Hold on. let me check.
With the Ledley auto bed leveling.
Yeah, they call it actual auto bed leveling. I'm like, what? The Think 3D MT22 Max Pro.
Yeah.
Who was it again that was shilling for it? Who was shilling? Was it you?
Yeah, I did a video topic about it last week.
Yeah, but there's somebody that we know that's really like pushing it.
And I've got food delivered. The wife made some food, so halfway through doing this. So what did I miss? Anyway, otherwise.
I got my belt printer. That's about it.
Ooh, upgrades.
He has it there.
Yeah.
There.
That's your what's that? The one that AutoJob had. Yeah, iFactory. I looked at doing that. I just don't have $800 to do it.
It's right there. And there's my G-Tech.
Jeez. You're getting as many printers as Telling has.
How many printers do I own right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
40,
7, 8. BX is 10. 9. Artists is 10, 11. I'm gonna have 12 goddamn printers.
I have 5.
I have 4, and I literally would love to buy like a mini or build a Voron. I don't have space. Literally, I have no space.
It's like I got all these printers and I don't sell prints. I really should start looking selling prints.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the only way to actually pay for the repairs. Because, I have 2 printers down right now.
I got my belt printer. I can just be like, haha, I'm selling 500 and just go up. I'm going
until something explodes.
Honestly, I should just look into the sex market because sex sells in every single aspect.
Hey, just get in touch with John Mack. He'll walk you through the whole thing.
But you can start making those rubber things out of the TPU. Extra long.
I should sell, just be like those PP casting things. Where you cast your own PP.
Mm-hmm.
How did this stream just go completely off the rails?
It started with belt printer.
And then I was talking about capitalizing on sex.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, what you could do is 3D print out molds now that you have the belt printer, you can 3D print out pretty long molds.
Would you do you want the Giga cock?
Ryan, you don't want to know what you came into, and you probably should leave before people start breaking things.
Yeah, but we have to keep it a little bit clean.
Oh yeah, right.
Right. We're going to that.
That's why I'm trying to rewind us out of this.
Well, this is Zachary 3D prints after night.
Oh, okay.
After the videos,
After dark.
after the sleep.
And when the stream goes offline, that's when we get really problematic.
So one thing that I have to figure out in my basement now is I have this up here.
Yes.
If you look, the
oh my god, what a mess.
Yeah, I need like a mirror to see
Oh my bad.
the control panel there.
Yep, I love that dryer. It's so good.
Yeah, I got to figure out where to put it now because that's not gonna work.
Right. Yeah, mine's sitting in my closet because I have again no space. Greg got it and was very happy with it. So
Yeah, I haven't even powered it on. I went to go use it. I'm like, I gotta move that down.
I run mine constantly. I'm always drying filament.
Viking is right. So whenever I am on the stream, I derail everything.
Normal.
I have to be careful. No, I saw that he was online, and I thought, well, I'll send him a link. And Justin as well.
And then it took me 20 minutes to notice the link, 20 more minutes to come on.
And now you're sitting here eating. I'm going to grab another drink in the meantime. Just a second.
Ooh, it's 7 o'clock. I drink a beer.
Got more printed solid PLA in, so that's in the dryer.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Finally got myself some Brad's Orange, which I will eventually use because I am down to 2 printers. Oh, that's shutting off. Hold on. That's the dryer deciding to cool down. I'm not letting it happen.
Hi.
Beep, 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 beep.
Hold on.
That noise scares me because that just gives me flashbacks of the Prue's runaway.
But I've got 2 printers down. The Caribou Zaribo had a motor failure. The actual internals of the motor seized. Like, I can rotate it, and then it stops on, like, 350 degrees. And, of course, printed solids on back order. Found one on eBay brand new, so that probably won't be here tomorrow, but maybe. This one, the belt is slipping on the x-axis, so I have to reprint the x-axis because I already know what's happened. Well, not the x-axis, it's the carriage. And then
this stone filament is not bendy at all.
No? Well, it's protopasta. It's not bendy in general.
It's not protopasta, it's filamentum.
Oh, on a protopasta roll?
Yeah. No, well, I have all these empty spools, so I roll the samples on there. But yeah, look at this. It just goes.
Oh my god.
But then again, it's 50% stone.
True.
So how the hell am I going to do this now?
Sledgehammer.
Without a Bowden tube?
Well, I can't spool it on anything because it's just going to break.
Yeah.
You can't just put this on a...
Pet G, Ryan. Pet G.
Hold on. I need to figure something
Unless
out.
you're doing a Voron, do ABS, then you're supposed to. I'm planning my Voron build, but I have to sell my Rays first. Because...
See you next time, 3D print creator.
Is that a beer?
Yeah.
What kind of beer is that one?
But beer.
Clydesdale piss.
Sorry, what?
Oh, sorry. I like inadvertently said that. Sorry. Clydesdales horses and their pee. That's the joke that they make because it's not like the best beer in the world.
Maybe I could ask Loyal. He's
I
in
don't
the
play Cyberbug 2077, aka Cyber Refund 2077.
Yeah. It's actually kind of interesting. What kind of bugs have people been having? Because the bugs that I've seen with the game, watching my friend play it, has not been not as buggy as what people seem to say.
Oh, I've seen people in Livestream get like completely game breaking glitches, like NPCs not showing up.
I've heard good and bad things.
I've seen people walk into like, I think it was like a nightclub thing, and there's supposed to be like an NPC you talk to, but it's like empty.
Mhm.
And you can't, and like the NPC that's supposed to be inside is like out of bounds. And
Really?
you essentially have to restart the entire game because it just glitched beyond repair. You have to restart the entire game.
Yeah, I've heard pretty bad things lately.
And of course, the classic car flying through the sky. You're like walking around, suddenly a car just spawns on top of your face. Essentially.
Yeah, I haven't seen stuff like that. I heard that the Potato Masher game, like the consoles, are not super happy with it. It's like 15 to 20 frames per second and like 720p and it's like super. It's like not even a smooth like 20 frames per second. It's like a jittery like frame rates or the frame timing is just terrible on it.
Jeez.
Well, and people like saying, "Excuse, what do you expect of a next gen game or last gen console?" It's like the game was announced before the PS4 and Xbox One were even released.
Yeah.
This is not a case of and it's the fact that Code Project was just like hiding the PS4 and Xbox One performance, not giving any review codes for those consoles to people. They only gave PC codes. They were purposefully making sure nobody knew how bad it ran, just so they could get the money. And then, of course, they did a whole GOG not allowing devotion after announcing it. And just show... For those who don't know, Devotion is a Taiwanese game, and there was like a reference to Winnie the Pooh in it, which did not please, China.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even intentional. It was like something that was in the game that I forgot to remove. And then GOG was like, "Oh, we decided to not release Devotion, our platform, after gamers told us that they didn't want the game." It's like, no, you didn't want to piss off China.
Yeah.
Just be honest about it.
Well, those Chinese gamers or what I should say is those gamers were actually Chinese keyboard warriors saying that, because that's something that's been going on with Reddit. There's a YouTuber that talks about China and stuff, and like the good and the bad of things going on over there.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about like one of the things that's been talked about is like it's a culture thing over there. Like if somebody has like a car accident, like for example, like a car just rolls over in the middle of the road, nobody will help them get out of the car.
Well, that's here too.
Well, here you're more likely to have someone actually like at least make sure people are okay. Call an ambulance, call the cops. Like you're more likely to see that here than there. Like it's very, very bad over there. It's you could kidnap someone in plain sight and they won't. If you're Chinese, if the person's kidnapping the person is Chinese, like they won't do anything. Like
Right.
it's just one of those things where it's just like it's a very, very cultural type of thing.
But it's not even like, I understand like American companies kind of doing, because they kind of like to bend the knee against China. But this is a Polish company. This is like a company that has like the least amount to do with Chinese investors and crap. But the the stockholders were probably like, "Oh no, we're gonna lose China." Ooh. It's like, and now you make people angry. And Cyberpunk has a really bad launch, and everybody's angry. And then you do this. It's like, do you want to kill yourself? Because that's what you're doing right now.
So what's the relation between CD Projekt Red and GOG?
Okay, so you got CD Projekt. That's the main company. CD Projekt owns CD Projekt Red, which is their game development part, and they also own GOG.
Oh, okay. So they have, that's wow. Yeah, they've been like just, yeah,
They're not doing very well.
yeah. They're just stepping in every single hornet's nest.
They're asking for our YouTube channels, which I will now do. Give this person my YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'm going to be doing an unboxing tomorrow.
Do it. It's Trap. Don't watch.
Which brand are you going to unbox?
The iFactory.
iFactory 1.
Yep.
The iFactory, I want one.
You're so funny. How do I just...
Yeah, my friend's been playing Cyberpunk 2077, and he's been streaming it. And the only bugs that I've really seen so far is like texture pop-in type stuff, as well as people like running really, really, really fast. Like it'll be like a cutscene where the character's supposed to be walking, and they just kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog their way across the floor.
And yes, I have a mic on my mic because
he's mic'd
up.
up.
This lavalier is better quality than this microphone, but my boost I haven't figured out how it works on Linux properly yet, so I'm doing this so it's closer than my mouth.
That's what I have this for.
Yeah, I really need to get a proper mic.
It was like $50, like $20 for the mic and $20 for the adjustable.
Because I do my live streams, I just like tape the lav to like a little stand.
Yep.
I should really just get a nice microphone if I'm going to be doing this more regularly.
You don't have any box fans or anything going on? The Yetis are.
The Yetis are really.
Justin, why are you posting your YouTube link in our private chat?
Because I don't have a wrench.
You can just post it. Oh wait, Zach, did a link go through that I posted? Because I posted a link.
Did not.
But I'm a wrench.
This is just a cheap toner USB mic, Jellic.
Did it go through? I think it did.
Right, let's see if I can start some.
Okay, I'll just post the link for you then. Where's the chat? Oh, here it is. This is a... What brand is this? I forgot. It's not a Rode. It's... I forgot what. I forgot what brand this is. You got like Rode, and then this is like the main competitor.
Sennheiser?
Zach, people are not seeing links.
Uh-oh.
Even though... Wait. Oh. Just a second.
There we go. Stonefill is well, it's probing right now, but it's going to print.
Everybody's seeing this link?
It's like I see the links that I posted in my chat on YouTube, but other people aren't seeing it.
Yeah, I don't see any links in there.
I did post it on YouTube itself, so...
Yeah, it's not in there. The links are hidden.
How's that possible?
Because we have to have moderator power to post any links.
But I have moderator power, and my link is not coming through either. I'm just going to post the links with like spaces in between.
There you go.
Going to cheat the system.
Super spammy.
Let's see if this works. Does that work? Nope. Because it still sees the. I'm going to. Oh, Wine, I could put you in timeout if you want that.
That'd be good.
Let's try this.
I heard tape.
Yep.
Is it blue tape?
Yeah, just to hold down the thing for this, I'm going to spool up some filament for multi-spools using the palette into one. So this is going to take a while. Problem is, it's about a meter a minute. This is going to take a while. And then I've got to go get groceries here in about an hour.
But nobody's still seeing links?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any links. I'm not even seeing you guys post even.
Type something in chat, Belgian, regular chat.
Um,
So what you got to do, Zach, to the right of our things, you got to hit add moderator. Yeah, see, he has it. Belgian's got it, so he should be able to do that.
yeah, but nothing is coming through. And I even posted like a YouTube link with like spaces behind the HTTPS and the www and the youtube.com. I separated everything.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird. Like usually YouTube links themselves usually are. What about just posting like the channel name?
I don't have a channel name yet.
Like the /u/ like that part of it.
Okay, this post, because this is like really chopped. Oh my god! Like, look at the private chat what I sent through, and YouTube is still not letting this through. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, look at this crap. I posted it like this, and it's still not going through.
That's weird.
Is it the HTTPS that's triggering it? Let's see what this does.
This is the slowest thing ever.
But Justin, you are also moderator.
Nope. There I am. Yep. Let me. Okay. I just posted my link, and let me know if it shows up in chat.
Nope.
You're gonna have to do it on YouTube. You can't do it in Streamyard.
Oh yeah, I did on YouTube every single time.
Mine didn't show up.
Okay, Zach, how about can you try posting a link?
Yeah.
Maybe YouTube's broken.
YouTube is officially broken.
Yeah,
It died.
When is YouTube not broken?
True. No, yeah, YouTube's got to have an issue then.
Where you have the link?
Private chat for us.
Yeah, the private chat has his link, and I'll post my link now.
It was like 10 years for Gmail to get out of beta, so.
Right.
I'm just happy that Microsoft took Chromium and actually made it not spyware by Google.
Right.
Because I actually really like. I use Edge on Linux.
Edge is good. They did a good job with it comparatively.
Yeah. Now it's Safari. Safari is
True.
the new IE.
Yes.
It's kind of funny. Microsoft has really been on the game lately, in my opinion.
Yeah, except for the Windows stuff, yes.
Well, now that I use Linux, I don't want Windows.
Right.
Which is kind of weird. I tried Ubuntu like 3 years ago, and it worked fine. I was enjoying it, and then I rebooted the computer, and then suddenly everything was like 480p, and
Yep.
I couldn't fix it. And then it was like, oh, you could try this, and it's like the Bible, but in terminal commands. And I'm like, I'm not doing that because every single thing needs to be customized for my
Right.
path. I'm like, okay, I'm going. And then And then goddamn Windows decided to blue screen up that and corrupt my boot sector and everything in 2020. And I was like, I spent like 3 days trying to fix it. And then I was like, oh, I'll run Linux as a backup just to be sure. And now use Linux mainly.
Yeah, like if anyone like in general wants to do like dual boot Linux and Windows, don't do it on the same drive, and don't let Windows know that Linux is there, because it will wipe the bootloader. Like it'll wipe the grub bootloader off of it, and it'll screw with partition tables as well. So you can actually lose data. You can lose the partitions. And
Chris Travis, you're using Raspbian, right? Yeah, Windows does not like anything else. Neither does Mac.
Yeah,
my Windows dual boot works fine.
Yeah, but that's like just a tip in general. Like if you're gonna do the dual boot thing, having them completely separated. Like when you go to install Linux, don't have the Windows drive plugged in. When you go to install Windows, don't have the Linux drive plugged in, and just keep them completely separate. And I've been running it like that for years and haven't had any issues. But Raspbian is Debian, and Ubuntu is based off of Debian. So
why not virtualize it? Mainly because I'm not clever enough. And second of all, don't you need like either a second graphics card or a CPU with a built-in GPU to have a second output while setting it up?
No, you don't need any of that stuff.
Because honestly, if I could, I would just wipe Windows from the face of the planet and just virtualize everything.
Right. Virtual is the way to go.
And then I'm going.
You just wipe it. Oh, done.
And then I'm going. Is that a Persona 5 background?
Yes.
I saw the red and I was like, that's Persona 5, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hi, Morgana. Yeah. You should go to bed.
Is he falling asleep?
Who's going to sleep?
No, Morgana. Whenever the day.
Oh, yeah.
She keeps on. About it.
Yeah.
But I might buy like an AMD graphics card and then be like, I'm going to try to virtualize macOS.
Mm-hmm.
But you need like a very specific graphics card, and it needs. Well, what's the bug? It was like a reset bug or something on some of the AMD graphics cards.
Yeah, AMD cards, they have a reset bug on older cards. So if like the Vega, the the 580s, those all had reset bugs. I think the 5000 series and 6000 series, or the 5000 series, I know it doesn't have it. The 6000, I don't know because you can't get those. You can do it with NVIDIA cards, but you have to deal with code 43. There's a way to get around it, but it's kind of annoying that they have that bug still. So, or not bug, but they actually intentionally did it.
I just want to be like your ordinary gamer, aka Mutaha, and just be like the virtual machine god. Do any of you guys watch your ordinary gamer?
I don't have a chance. It's been insane.
You should. That guy is awesome.
Mm.
He's just this chubby Indian guy who goes on to rants about virtual machines and news, and he's just funny. And I keep on thinking that my print came loose from my bed because of how the light is hitting the printer. You saw me suddenly go back down. I thought the print came loose, but it kind of looks like it, but it didn't. Sweet.
Oh, this is going to take forever. It's almost remnant spools. It's like maybe a sample per spool at this point, and it's just going to take absolutely forever to put these together.
I'm at 1.5 amps, split between the two motors, and this is I can just barely get it to skip.
Oh, Ryan, I haven't even touched the Mega Zero. I screwed the Mega Zero. It's a garbage
Turning
printer.
off my camera, guys, and my mic.
It's so quiet now.
Hey, Mike.
Oh. What are you?
I'm printing Starship SN8 with the booster.
I'm printing more of these. I got so many more.
I'm subtractive printing.
I got so many, so layers a lot.
Not really. I'm not even cutting anything. It's not even on.
Zach, did you see my little chat with the creator of this model?
No.
What was his name? I forgot. But apparently, after he saw me posting about him, he was like, "Maybe I should make a castle to put these in." Like, yes, please do.
That would be awesome.
By the way, this is a reflow. Which is also
very nice.
You know what's funny, Jellic? My brother-in-law works for VMware.
Oh, my Dell, that's the Anycubic Predator, which is currently out of commission because what was it again? One.
Might disappear in a second here. My computer just decided it was going to white screen. It's doing. It's doing Windows things right now.
Hey, perfect.
Yeah.
But my Anycube is currently broken. One screw flew out, so I need to Loctite it. One carriage is wobbly for some reason, so I need to fix that. And one arm is slightly longer or shorter than the rest. I would use this jig because I replaced the fish eyes and I needed a jig to have them at the same size. But it was in two parts because it's like 450 long. But when you take two prints and you just put them together, it can do this when you start putting stuff in. So I'm just going to reprint a thing in one piece on the belt printer.
Nice.
Oh, awesome. Long things you can print on it.
Technically infinite. You guys saw NAC 3D's post, right? Where it had 10-meter beam that he had to squeeze through his house to get out.
That sounds like fun, actually.
But man, did you guys see Filament Frenzy versus NAC?
No, not yet.
No.
It was very short, but Frenzy was going off on NAC, calling him an enabler on a certain somebody.
Yeah, we're not going to get into that, Bill. I'm staying out of that whole issue because, one, I don't have space for a belt printer, and two, I don't have space for a belt printer.
3, they cost $1,000.
Yeah. And 3, I don't have money for a belt printer. I would have a use for it, but...
Good night, Jelwick.
The technology is new, and it'll get there, but it'll take time.
Well, technically, it's not really new. Belt printers have been around for a while, even before.
But now it's more prevalent.
Yeah, but now that people are gonna very rapidly, we will see upgrades and.
And that's what I'm waiting for. That I wouldn't have bought a Prusa MK1 personally.
The first thing that you are going to see are people having trouble with the belt printers because of the other way of working.
Well, problems will be fixed the moment Idea Maker releases the belt version of Idea Maker, because QA is garbage.
Getting used to a whole different way of printing.
Yeah. It'd be like resin printing. There's a lot of people had a lot of problems with resin printing. Yeah. I've only had a couple of failures with resin printing. It's actually very bizarre.
But don't forget, Chris, you don't know a use case of something you don't own. I've had so many things where I'm like, I don't know what I would do with it. And then I get it. I'm like, oh my God, I can do this. I bought a iFactory, one, because I wanted to support them, and two, because it would make great YouTube content. And now that I have it, I'm like, oh yeah, I could do this and this and this.
Yeah.
Oh no, that spool is being weird. I just kind of put the spool on the floor behind the printer, so it's like going over it, and it's like starting to get weirdly twisted.
Yeah. Because Travis, you just
That's bad.
what are they? Train rails. Just put them out and go find a place that's putting trains together, spray it the same color, and then pick up. This is really light. Screw it, the train maker. Sorry.
But like, we already Zodiac is releasing their new. Well, they're doing a second production run with their Kickstarter, and they have a specific nozzle coming for belt printers.
Oh, awesome!
Which is even skinnier, and I think longer than a MK8. Let's see. Slice is releasing that hard end specifically for Creality printers, which will fit perfectly fine on the iFactory.
Not according to whoever got it. Whoever got it says it doesn't fit right.
Well, the mounting on the print mill is off, but at the same time, it's like the first beta version, so they still have time to add 2 extra holes.
Well, we know that the Creality printer, they already have a stack of them, already created in a warehouse somewhere. And they're just waiting to sell it on it. Like, there's probably an Amazon right now where, Amazon probably already has them ready to go on sale soon.
Yeah, I get the feeling, because it happens with the CR6. It's like, oh, get the super early kick start thing, and then like when they started showing up at Amazon, they all started doing sales at the same price as that. So you will probably see the 3D print after a month or two start getting sold for like $600 instead of the 1,000 that they're saying now.
Yeah.
But I have high expectations for the iFactory because, they're German and they can understand English well, and you don't need a middleman to translate.
Yeah, exactly.
And they are apparently in talks with companies to instead of a clone Titan, put something authentic on it, an authentic hard end, change the board, probably improve the extrusions.
And they'll probably the Germans also understand like standards and like how you should be doing things. Not put a DC to DC converter in the middle of a board for no reason.
Yeah, because people and I were unboxing the thing, and there's issues like small, stupid things you don't think about, like the extrusions. They didn't individually wrap them in like plastic, so some people have like scratches from them moving against each other, or like there's some screws missing, and they're like, okay, we'll express ship screws to you guys.
Yeah.
Which is like 1 day.
Right.
But then again, it's like, oh, I'm missing 2 M4x20 screws. Might as well just go to the convenience store and pick them up. Well,
Good.
Yeah. So I'm going to close the stream. It's 3 o'clock.
I have work, so I need to go to bed now.
You guys have a good one. We'll see you on the next one.
I saw Zach pull off his glasses. And I'm like, we're getting kicked out.
The world.
He's going to have a hot gamer moment.
Yeah. Hot gamer moment? Why?
Hot. Do you watch PewDiePie?
No, I don't.
PewDiePie? No.
Who's that? How do you not even know who PewDiePie is? It's not like he's the biggest YouTuber ever. Like literally over. He has over 110 million subscribers.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh yeah, he's got like ridiculous.
He's on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's the biggest YouTuber in the world.
Yeah.
not so big. I don't know who he is.
He literally almost caused a civil war between the rest of the world and India. When
Okay.
PewDiePie versus D-Series was a beautiful time.
So, but I
People-
took my glasses off because sometimes I need them, sometimes I don't.
Yeah,
I
I'm just thinking you're getting serious. Just like, all right, I gotta kick these guys out of here.
Kick him.
No.
I got contacts, so
I also have contacts somewhere.
I can't.
Here in the box, I have some contacts.
I know nobody.
I don't want to. I don't want to imagine life with glasses anymore. I used to wear glasses, and then I got contacts.
I tried contacts. I don't like things in my eyes. And
I don't. Hey, Justin, take off your glasses. I'm curious to see what you look without. You actually look a bit better with your glasses on.
Yes, that's why I didn't switch. That
is annoying.
But
That is very, very annoying.
You know what I really like? Girls with glasses. Girls with glasses look really nice.
depends.
Yeah. All the time or just a specific time?
Shane hates his CNC thing.
Well,
Was it that obvious?
right.
Okay, good night, everybody. I
Yeah.
really need to go.
Yeah, we should stop dragging our feet. Let's,
Bye.
Have fun and
everybody.
next time. So everybody who joined the live stream, thanks for watching, and see you in the other time.
So yeah.
Just wait. Just wait.
Yep. Don't pull a